and keep your ears locked.
This is Terrell Lawrence, and you listen to Mo Sports Talk.
That's it.
It's on 10, sir. It's 10. All right. Good evening. Yes. I couldn't find the Mark Morrison. I really couldn't.
How could you not find the Mark Morrison? You're the second producer. You're like the vice president of producing here.
But I bet you it'll be played once we come from this break, though.
Okay.
I know that for sure. What is up? Mo Sports Talk, THATheparty.com on the A side. What does the A stand for?
I can't say it on the A side. I don't think I can.
Well, let's not just attempt. All right. This is Byron Moulton, a.k.a.
Let's not attempt.
No, let's not.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not attempt that.
Because we paid our last $1 bills on our show fee, so we don't have enough for FCC fines.
It's a lot of ones.
Hey.
I wanted this boss lady approves of all the ones like this.
She looks at us, she shakes her head like we're idiots, and just says, that's what Mo Sports Talk does.
And I remember the first time that I did do that, and she gave me the look like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, she gave that black woman look.
So,
I know.
I don't know if that was overloaded for me, but I kept doing it. And, you know, I'm pretty sure those deposits to the bank wasn't really fun times. But
like if we gave her, she'd probably look at us strange if we gave her a 50, a 20, you know. If we gave her the smallest amount of denominations to pay for our show, she was like, what do you got?
What is this? Yes.
You're breaking tradition.
Yes, you really are. But shout out to the boss lady. And
shout out to Work Bay.
Is there another outing of Rock the Mic tonight?
There's a Rip the Mic.
Rip the Mic.
Every Monday, Elm Street Bar. Okay? Come see the latest and greatest of local talent. And by local, I don't just mean Dallas, because I think there have been Hurston, H-Town,
all right,
MCs, etc., etc. So it is a,
awesome.
It's a good time to be had at the Elm Street Bar. Unfortunately, I am poor, and I have to work for a living, so I can't take time to go see cool shows like that.
If you're poor, I must be just like living under this that I'm stepping on. Okay. But anyway, that, boys and girls, is my esteemed co-host, my big brother, David Allen. Follow him on Twitter at Goodad721, Gudad721. Good evening, sir. Hope your weekend was well.
Let's see. Now, the weekend was okay. Saturday was a little busy. The football was okay. Afternoon football sucks, and NFL, we've got to do something about that. I think that the afternoon football for the entire year should be getting a failing grade, okay? I can only think of one standout afternoon game, and that was Packers-Patriots. But my problem is this.
Just Patriots.
If I peruse the football schedule from week 1 now to we entering the week 17, what is it with this imbalance of noon and 3 o'clock games? Because if you're trying to push your red zone channel, okay, And if all my man John Hanson has to do is just go through 3 games in the afternoon,
right?
It's a waste. I don't understand when you on a Sunday when you have 14. If let's say you take the Thursday game out, take the Sunday night game out, and then take the Monday night game out. Okay, so that's 16. So you got 26 games scheduled on Sunday, on a regular Sunday. Okay, a bye-week free Sunday. Why couldn't you go 7 in the day and 6 in the afternoon? Like yesterday? So the Rams play an afternoon game, and they're still in the Central Time Zone. Last check, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we couldn't get the Tampa game with a 3 o'clock kickoff. That's the East Coast time zone.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get Patriots Jets in the afternoon. Like what? Help me figure out what's the logistics on not splitting the difference. Because yesterday,
the Raiders game was in the afternoon.
Raiders Buffalo. We had Giants Rams, and we had Cowboys Colts.
Yep.
Well, in my local denizens, if they weren't bathing in the froth, that was a Cowboys celebratory second half. What were you into? What was your viewing pleasure? If you are a non-Cowboy fan and you don't have Sunday ticket, well, you don't have to have Sunday ticket if you got red zone. You're just flipping between Giants, Rams, Buffalo, Oakland, people.
You see my face right now?
I see your face. You're giving me the scrunchy face.
Oh my God! I mean, I survived it as long as I could, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. That's all. We have no other option. That's all we can do.
Luckily, hey, children, cut it out, okay? Cut it out. Luckily, there was a little bit of college basketball on. I got to watch a little bit of my homie Joe Brooks's Maryland Terrapins, a nationally ranked Maryland team, and all their Under Armour glory. But yeah, that has been upsetting me. I want to shout out to my one of my sports uncles, Uncle Bill Simmons, and my man Cousin Sal of Jimmy Kimmel Live. It was pointing this out a couple seasons ago about the bad imbalance of early games and afternoon games because they live in the West Coast. So, their 3 o'clock games are 1 o'clock kickoffs.
Yes.
Okay? So they have to wait if they want to catch all the NFL games, they're up at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't understand why you couldn't go 7 on, 6 off yesterday. So, hello everybody.
No, but I do kind of understand it. But I think, when I was in Vegas at that time, everything over there started at 8, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Because
now, Vegas, is that Pacific time or is that Mountain Zone?
Pacific.
Yes. So they're 2 hours behind us.
2 hours.
Okay, so they're my Nevada listeners. It's 5 o'clock there. Wow. So this is afternoon drive radio.
Afternoon drive radio. Yeah,
it's
buddy.
Dark in Dallas, by the way.
It's dark.
To my Vegas denizens.
Yes, it is. And Hollywood Cole. Catch up with him at the Mavs and the Hawks game tonight.
Talk sneakers with him. I'm sure he has some nice sneaks on. Does he not have a picture of them? This is the most vain Instagram dude I know when it comes to shoes. Does he not have his kicks of the day today?
I'm surprised he didn't.
Is his iPhone malfunctioning?
Why you do that?
Because he has an iPhone.
I know, and I do too.
It probably malfunctioned.
No.
Has it malfunctioned?
Is that the reason why he don't have a picture up? Because of the malfunction of the Apple device?
Really stick that in the flame broiler instead of a...
No, I cannot have my mobile device anywhere near the flame broiler or in the kitchen area.
You know what? That is a great rule, by the way.
All phones are on the manager's desk.
Okay.
You can't keep it in your pocket either.
Where were we? All phones are on the back. I don't trust the manager. I'll leave it in the car. I'll lock it in the backpack.
I leave it in the car. The managers that are around me, we have good chemistry, so he knows what's up.
I don't trust him with my phone.
Cool.
Okay.
Because we all don't have a phone like you have, right?
Hey, nobody does.
But what about the phone that I had at first? Would you trust me?
Huh?
Would you trust me?
My mic's not up.
Your mic's not up?
My mic's not up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me.
Yes.
That's because you're right in front
No,
of me.
I'm talking about through the echo, yes.
Okay. Somebody said my mic's not up.
Which mic you got? Number 1, 2?
I don't know. It says mic 3.
Mic 3?
My mic's up?
Is it up?
Is my mic up? What does it say? What does it say on the computer? Or you got something else on?
Nothing else is on.
Are you Facebooking with your pals?
Nothing is on this computer but production,
Right,
sir.
maybe I need to switch mics. All right, talk, man.
Come on now. Come on with the presser. You got all these mics right here.
Oh, see, unlike you, Golden, I am not a glory hog, okay?
Really?
Now I am on mic 2.
Mike Dose?
Mike Dose? Is my mic up?
Yes, it is.
Can y'all hear me?
I hope so.
Are we coming?
Ask all your fans out there, can they hear you?
Hello, fans. That's a boy, man. I wish I could do a Jim Nance impression. I can say hello, friends. But hello, fans. If you cannot hear me, all my personal people that's listening to me, y'all hit me on the box. Hit me on the hip. That's my mind.
You already messed it up.
But I do have a box, though.
You have a box?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you know.
Like the ones that come in the little mint coin division title
No.
coins?
How many of those got ordered yesterday?
I don't know.
Shout out to
Anybody gonna get those?
Yes. Shout out to all my Cowboy fans who was refreshing NFL.com yesterday or
Heavily
typing
refreshing
in
it.
2014 NFC East Division champs. Shout out to you all. No excuse needed to have a no excuse to not have go out here and have a good time. So I hope you all celebrate.
I'm pretty sure they did.
All right, are y'all tired of listening to us? Do we need to go on break?
No.
Why not?
Do you want to go on break?
Yeah, it's 10 after. Let's go to break. Let's
right.
hit the refresh button.
Hit the refresh button. Like my boy Dave says, we will come back with sports history and birthdays.
Yeah, say it. There are things that we are contractually obligated to do.
Heavily, according to you, okay. I'm heavily contractually obligated to do it.
I need some water.
I need those napkins.
You can have the napkins.
Awesome.
Those are courtesy of Long John Silver.
Why am I shaking my head? I do the same thing.
I rang the bell. They did a good job. But no, I just want to ruin their bonus. I hate to do that to them, but y'all gonna learn about napkin control.
Yeah, you sure
I
are.
wouldn't even put napkins out there.
I don't.
I wouldn't put no paper goods out there. Y'all messing my bonus up.
The second steel mill, I put no napkins out there.
My my raise.
Yeah. Oh, before we do go to break, shout out to my son's birthday. His birthday was yesterday. Bowling party was Saturday. He is letting it go, Dave. So you don't have to worry about that no more.
Let it go.
And it was like maximum letting it go after the bowling party. I can't discuss that on the air because it's
one of my favorite,
not to be discussed. But
old now?
7.
You're one of my favorite big head 7-year-olds. You take care of yourself, please, man.
He's eating a lot better.
Good.
You ordering food. He orders different things. So
tell him
he's
come
doing
see
good.
Dave, man. I got something in the NutriBullet for him.
He said he's coming to see you. He been said that.
It's real clean. It's gonna be clean though.
He reads my text now, so he sees our conversation. Yeah.
I'll switch the more B-side theme stuff to the hangouts.
With him,
stay out of Google Hangouts, Cano.
Nah, he don't know I get there, so that's good.
Get your own Google Hangouts chat room with you and I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, him and Rollo's crew from
No, that's not going to happen.
Go to bait. This is why we need 3 in the studio. Because we need a referee.
We the ref?
Yeah, we need a ref.
All right. We shall return more sports talk.
Preferably a hot cool or a PYT.
45 over?
Hey, that's what it was determined for me. So
All
I
right.
need a hot 45-year-old to come through and make sure and keep us in line. Preferably one that just left a nice office job wearing a nice office uniform.
Awesome.
Because I like them clean, like the A-side.
We'll be right back. More sports talk. THAttheparty.com. On the A-side.
On the A-side, yeah, shake.
Baby, now I got the
This is Tim Brown, 1987 Heisman Trophy winner, 17-year vet, 9-time Pro Bowler, and you are listening to Mo Sports Talk.
That's it.
I know. It's like 7:30.
No, it's 7:15.
And they still ain't started yet?
Yeah, well, Tarico probably entertaining the masses right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm give or take on Tarico. You like Tarico?
Hmm.
You like
I can take it or leave it.
You like Grudy?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of his, but he do tend to get overboard sometimes with certain players, and he likes just rise with it like all the way. I'm like, okay, let's kind of calm down here, okay?
Well, I'm sorry. What Snapper John MD says? Bring you back down. Bring you back down, man. All right.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back
from the break. Did you like that quality music from the break?
That was great. Listen, Bemo's unofficial theme song, because it seems that no matter where he goes, he's always returning somewhere.
Wow.
Are you playing it as you walk through the doors of the Flame Broiler?
Well, maybe when I go back from these days off, yeah.
Okay.
It always go through my head every time I return somewhere.
Do you go to your car on your break?
Mm-mm.
Do you even?
I honestly, like these last few days, I never really had a time.
Like, you don't get breaks because y'all too busy trying to get out of there.
Bro, it has been happening.
Is it
even if I even attempt or even try to get a break or want to take a break, I can't.
Is it 24 hours?
No. Close at 10.
Even better.
It's inside the Walmart.
Oh. Well, that changes.
But the Walmart is 24 hours.
Okay. That changes everything.
But the frame blower is not.
Ain't right.
We got another option.
Oh, I got to move to a third mic.
Come on, man.
Still ain't right.
Just hit the presser. I told you that.
I don't want to hit the presser.
Come on.
Why do I want to hit the presser? Oh, there it is.
See?
Ooh. If at first you don't succeed, the third mic. Y'all just wanted me to swing over here. No, forget that. I'm moving around again. I'm moving.
You got it?
Hold up. Is this mic 4? Which mic is this?
Does it say 4?
I don't know. I didn't look.
That's mic 3.
If these are 2 and 3, this one has to be 4.
4 or 4.
Oh, did I just unplug myself? Now I don't hear myself.
I did.
Did you hear me?
You can't hear the echo?
All right. I'll repeat my NFL rant from earlier, but let's get to these games.
Sure.
Moten.
But can I fulfill my contractual obligations first?
Yeah, that's right, because the FC, well, I don't know if that's the FCC, but whoever's in charge of the Office of Contractual Obligations will call you.
Yeah. They will call.
Is that a congressional office?
No. I hope it's just not some dude named Ralph just calling from his apartment that works for the FCC, just working from home.
It's the dude that runs Ed Carter Sports.
Today is Monday, December 22nd, 2014.
My camera's up? No, my camera's not up. Who? What?
What is going on? What
No, she's telling me to be still. I have to be still. So be still.
Just like you told me to be still at the presser, right?
Yes. Be still.
People are in the way.
But it's
People
okay,
are in the
though.
way.
You know what?
I have more video too.
Okay,
I will show you later.
We need tripods.
We're gonna get. Hey, we're getting that. We're gonna get there.
Cheap. We're being cheap when it comes to that.
We're gonna get one.
Right. Somebody buy some cell phone tripods.
Yes.
What do you have? A crap phone? iPhone. That's what you got. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right.
Today is the 22nd of December.
Yeah.
This is day 56?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1962. Vince Lombardi,
Greatness.
coach of the Green Bay Packers,
Greatness.
was on the cover of Time magazine.
Was he the person of the year?
Didn't say. He just said he was on the cover of Time.
Of the year. Have you seen that documentary on HBO about Lombardi?
No.
Real good, man. Real clean.
I will look it up. Is it
You'll
clean?
learn you some football.
Is it A-side-ish?
Yeah. Lombardi was a good Christian man. Or at least he claimed to be a good Christian man.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's what they say. Who am I to prove if that's not true or not? If that's true or not.
And once again in 1962, the 1 millionth NBA point was scored.
Really? You know something? A week ago on the red zone, my man John Hansen announced there had been 6,000 red touchdowns scored since the red zone came about.
Really?
Yeah. So 52 years ago was the millionth NBA point. So how many NBA points do we have probably like as of tonight's game?
Oh, my goodness. If it's
Probably
1 millionth point,
Are we over 10 million points?
we have to be.
10 million total NBA points scored? Okay.
It has to be.
Look.
Jesus, this is 1 millionth and 62.
But if they're considering the beginning of the NBA 49, 47 or
47,
49.
48, yeah.
So it took them 15 years to score 1 million points. So let's extrapolate that. We ain't even got to 5 million now because we've had the 3-point line.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was added in 80, was that 80?
No. NBA 3-point line?
Yes.
Thought that was in like 78 or 79. You know who hit the first NBA 3-pointer?
No.
Former Bucks coach, former Celtic coach, Chris Ford.
Where is he now?
Who knows?
All right, 1986. Joe Paterno was named Sportsman of the Year by Sports Illustrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, screw Joe Paterno, not overall, but in 86, because he had a young 10-year-old out there sad as Vinny Testaverde threw interception after interception after interception to a Shane Conlon-led Penn State team as they defeated my Jimmy Johnson-led Hurricanes in the Fiesta Bowl. Breaking young hearts everywhere.
Have you recovered from that?
No. Do you ever recover from the losses? Do you ever get over the losses?
Not those losses.
Thank you.
1996, Cordell Stewart of the Pittsburgh Steelers ran 80 yards for a touchdown against Carolina. It was the longest scoring run by a quarterback in NFL history at that time.
Now, does Cordell Stewart get a football life? I think he does. And does he whine like, Doug Flutie whines? Because he could look at the situation now
I
and
don't
be like,
think he whines as much as Flutie did. Oh, my goodness. Have you watched that?
No, I don't want to. I hate Flutie.
Please do.
No.
I watched it.
You want to talk about never forgetting the losses? Listen, 85, 86, 87 was a young DA burgeoning into a good Hurricane fan, all via losses. So, no. Why would I want to keep team? No. You know what I'll watch? I'll watch Jimmy coaching the Miami Dolphins, stomping on the Flutie Flakes. I watch that on a Vine. Can somebody get that on Vine? I watch that on a continuous Vine loop millions of times. Just stomping all on the Flutie Flakes.
Just keep rewinding it.
Yes.
You want to create another Vine account just to rewind it again?
Bang.
Yes.
So good for Flutie. What did he do again? Oh, we talking about Cordell.
Cordell.
How do we go from Cordell to? Okay, I think Cordell Stewart looks at today's NFL like, yeah, I could kill in this league.
Cool.
But was he a good quarterback? He was a good quarterback, right?
Yeah, he was okay.
He was okay.
He was all right. I give one of them eyes.
He gets an eye.
And speaking of Testaverde, in 96, Steele of then the Baltimore Ravens became the 8th quarterback in NFL history to pass for 4,000 yards and throw for at least 30 touchdown passes in a single season.
Okay, so in 96, so that's 18 years ago, right?
Yep.
He was the what quarterback?
Ravens quarterback.
No. What number? He was the first. The
8th.
Okay, so
quarterback
in NFL history.
Yes.
We got 6 of those we got at least 5 of those this year. 4,030 touchdown quarterbacks. Interesting. All right.
And again,
can y'all hear me?
I hope so.
Am I loud and clear? Am I being too loud? Am I blasting through your JBL headphones?
JBL headphones. That is a wrestler name, by the way.
There's a wrestler named JBL?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, my goodness. Do you know I heard CM Punk talk for the first time last week?
On Highly Questionable?
It's well-spoken.
He is.
I don't know why I expected him to not be well-spoken.
He take care of himself, unlike most wrestlers that don't,
All right. I cannot wait to see him in the octagon.
Okay.
I cannot wait.
I can't either, but
you have.
I think he gonna go against some bums, man.
So
starting off.
So what? That's fine. That's fine.
We will talk about that more. And again, in 1996, a lot of 96 here. Karl Malone became the 11th player to get 20,000 career points and 10,000 rebounds. And again in 1996, Brett Hull became the 24th player in NHL history to score 500 goals.
Hold on real quick. Former Mo Sports Talk correspondent, still current friend of the show, Courtney Franchise Yates.
Mm-hmm.
That's my boy. He has good American values. Salute to the soldier, first of all. Thank you for your sacrifice and your service to the country. But look, homie, you choose the wrong things to like prove your point. Hey, did you notice the top 3 scorers in the NBA history are all Lakers? Like, dude, come on, man. Like, nah, bro. Like Carmelo, yes, he was a Laker for like a season.
Yeah.
And not even a full season.
He played full season.
Because his knee hurt. And he missed the 04 finals. Another sad. This hour is getting me sad. This day in sports history is getting me sad.
I blame Kenny G.
You just remind me. No, you know what? I need some Kenny G music to go.
No, because it's gonna make it worse. Should that be the new fate of black music?
Kenny, yes. You kidding me? Kenny G, yes. He has to know that, right? He has to know when he got up and to do his thing. He was like, you know what? Some people are gonna be playing this music while they're crying,
or about to fall asleep, or while asleep,
or crying themselves to sleep. Okay.
Boom.
So I need to make it, worthy of that.
Okay. And I kind of say this one for last. I might be backtracking years here.
More sadness?
Yes. But in 1993, the Dallas Mavericks lost their 20th consecutive game.
Oh. Let's see.
This is 93.
93? So this is
a
before, 93, 94 Mav team?
This is before Kid. Before a kid came through.
Dude, yes. Okay. Well, Terry Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Is Mike Isolino on this team?
No, I don't think so.
You sure? Okay. Who else? If it's 93, 94,
Jim Jackson. Jim Jackson
Monster
is there.
Mash team, right?
Jim Jackson was there. Monster Mash. I want to say Lorenzo Williams.
Oh man, no, y'all know y'all called him Low Williams.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, y'all did. Don't lie, homie.
Okay, Lorenzo. Oh, my bad. Low Williams.
Come on,
Jim Jackson.
Ooh, you gonna love this.
Mash was there, right?
Oh, you gonna love this. You ready?
Let me see. Let me see if I can name one more.
All right, so we have
Kurt Thomas. Okay, Kurt Thomas.
We have Terry Davis.
Okay.
No Kurt Thomas. We have Terry Davis.
Okay.
You have Jim Jackson.
Okay.
You have Monster Mash. Okay. You ready?
Come on.
Chucky Brown.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Tony Campbell.
Oh.
Greg Driley.
Oh.
Derek Harper.
Oh, yeah, Harper's about to be out of there.
Lucius Harris.
Sweet Lou.
A rookie Lucius Harris.
Yes.
It was like, hey, he's a second rounder. Was he a second rounder? Okay. Donald Hodge.
Ew.
Popeye Jones. Popeye Jones was a rookie on his team.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Legler. Good old legs. A Mo Sports Talk favorite, Lafayette.
Fat.
Grande Lever.
Yes.
Darren Morningstar, Sean Rooks, Doug Smith, Randy White, Moreland Wiley. Oh my God. Oh my God. A 13-69 team under Quinn Buckner.
Coach Quinn.
And they lost 20 in a row?
20 in a row.
Wow.
20 in a row, yo.
Let's see. What did look Daddy Cook. Let's see. Mashburn and Jimmy Jackson tied for the leaders. I don't want to talk. No.
Come on, no, read it.
19 a game. They both averaged 19 a game.
Yeah. But man, that was pretty bad, man.
Ranked 25th in attendance.
We was at the game show. Good old reunion, right there at the top. That was not anything to just remember and just reflect on. It was pretty bad.
Okay, so the loser streak started Saturday, November 13th, 1993.
Mm-hmm.
A home loss to the Jazz, 101-100. Okay? Ended this coming Thursday, December 23rd against the T-Wolves, 93-89. And in between, there are losses to the Bucks, Knicks, Spurs. Oh, my goodness.
You were really enjoying this, though.
This loser streak.
It's terrible, Dave. No.
Go to break. They also had, hold up, A 20-game losing streak, a 16-game losing streak,
Mm-hmm.
a 17-game losing streak,
Yeah.
all in the same season.
Yes, all in the same season, Dave. That's why I saved this for the last one because I remember this too dang well. It's terrible.
Good old Donald Carter. Their defense was better than their offense, if that was,
Cool.
And they performed like a 19-win team as opposed to a 13-win team.
I was 10 or 11 years old. You know how rough that was growing up watching basketball?
I bet it was. It was a joke to me. I was like, oh, okay, the Mavs suck. My squad got Eddie Jones. Was that Eddie Jones in 93, 94?
No, that was like 96, 97, I
Can we
think.
go to Bake?
I got to do with birthdays.
Oh, his birthdays? People were born on this day?
I hope so.
Like who?
First of all, Phillies pitcher Steve Carlton was born.
Breakfast and lunch. He probably pissed everybody off by that time. He pissed the media off by that time, so he won't be there for dinner.
Dang, so he can't stay?
I mean, he can stay. Breakfast and lunch. Breakfast, lunch, and brunch.
Oh. Rapper the Two Live Crew, Uncle Luke's birthday is today.
You know what? Why isn't this a national holiday?
It should be.
Why isn't this, speaking of a young DA, a young brother Marquise, okay, fresh kid Ice, okay, wearing Hurricane starter satin joints. That's how you indoctrinate me, be a Hurricane fan. And by the way, for those who thought, we just got here twerking, I suggest
you go back to
history of Mr. Luke Skywalker.
Please do.
I want to rock. I want to rock. I want to rock right now.
Go, 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 go.
I won't say the rest because it's not A-side worthy.
Kano likes the song, by the way.
Yeah, of course he does. Kind of ironic.
I was going to change the station. He said, "Daddy, no, go back. I like this song."
That's right. Because he knows. He knows what shake them things mean.
He's not supposed to know, but he knows, okay?
He knows what shake them things mean. All right. Very good.
Big Tigger has a birthday today.
Quality. Hey, man, this should be a national holiday. If it's Uncle Luke's and Big Tigger, underrated contributor to the hip-hop world.
Yeah.
Okay?
Underrated basketball player, by the way, too.
Can you really tell in them pro-ams?
Nah, not really.
You could probably post them up, B-Mo.
We also have... Oh, real quick? Yeah, I already did.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
This for the wrestling world. Wrestler Sin Cara with a birthday.
Who?
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara. Is that a male?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. All right.
That's it. Great.
Football is next, yo.
Dang, I still need a beverage, man. Where is the air? How much would it cost for it's $3,000 to get us a Sonic level slush machine in here?
That's it?
Yeah, let's start saving up some pennies. Great.
Let's do that.
More Mark Morrison or more Kenny G?
None of those. We're not going to do that. You want
play,
me to play Mark Morrison again?
we playing Candyman?
No.
Why couldn't we have a day of just nothing but Mark Morrison? Turn of the man.
Does he have enough songs in the catalog that we can play through the whole show?
No, we got 2.5 more hours of this show. I hope we got enough content.
We do.
Okay, good.
Come on now.
What, because you're going to spend 45 minutes celebrating your Cowboys?
If I'm up to it, then sure. You say you had 30 minutes of it, so I guess I can add on with the other 15.
Yes, I do. But probably 30 minutes of giving myself credit because I saw this coming at 4-1. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I hear you. All right, we shall return. NFL recap is next.
We slow down, buddy. Breathe in between your words.
This is Mo Sports Talk. THATheparty.com on the A side.
Some cucumber water maybe or something here?
this is Peter Vesey, a.k.a. The Viper. Thanks to Hubie Brown. Thanks, Hubie. You're listening to Mo Sports Talk.
I'm just a player. I'm just a player. I'm just a player. I'm just.
Do you just love that? How you just find you don't know the singer's name at all, but it just got to be a dude just just chilling on your apartment on the couch. All of a sudden, you just find out he can sing. Like, hey, man, I ain't know this. Matter of fact, I'm finna make this song. I'm finna write this hook down for you. Let me see if you can do that. All you had to do was just say, I'm just a player. That's it. You got paid for it. No, you ain't go out here and get any singer. Like, I'm pretty sure you have like enough war to replace the dude singing the hook. But no. Did Big Mike do that? No, he didn't. Go out and get somebody from the couch. Yes, it's also cheaper.
Okay.
Cause like every time you add me that same question, Drake and Pharrell cost too much. Who you gonna get to replace?
That's why it costs too much. Their own hooks.
There you go.
Okay.
Good old in-house. This is week 16, correct?
Whoa, cool,
what?
Drake.
What?
I was expecting like the Chevy Flying High hook to come on. But this is.
Oh, I could have did it.
Yeah, you could have. You missed the joke though.
It's too late.
Are you falling asleep?
She listening to Kenny G?
She probably is listening to Kenny G, getting all sad and melancholy.
All right, week 16 was the foot.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Especially with this game here. Well, in the fourth quarter. But
really, how long did you stay with this game? Because honestly, I was out at 21-6.
I watched the rest. Well, me and Kano watched the rest.
Okay.
He wanted to watch the rest of the game, so it was like,
right,
okay, let's go ahead.
That's right. That's right, Father. Childhood lessons.
So
you watched the Seahawks stomp
crumble.
the Cards.
Oh man, Arizona. I understand y'all had, what was that, third string quarterback out there? Fourth string quarterback.
If you count Logan Thomas as your third.
Good Lord. But Seattle look like they're back to their winning formula and back to their old ways. Beating the brakes off the Arizona 35-6. 596 yards of offense was en route. And I think Seattle set a franchise record for rushing yards, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
267 yards, according to the stat sheet.
And if Marshawn didn't even honestly play, if he didn't play this whole game, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have stopped anybody on that rushing attack because that rushing attack was just insane. Marshawn did not play first half due to stomach problems. But oh, good Lord, when he did play in that second half, and when he had that last run, which was pretty much the longest run of his career, by the way, Patrick Peterson. We understand that you pretty much may be the fastest guy, one of the fastest guys in the league, but for damn sure you're not the strongest because you can't. I mean, I appreciate you trying to tackle up high, which you're not supposed to do against a running back like this, but when you get shoved barbarically by this guy, yeah, just clear your way. 5 broken tackles lead on to another touchdown. I mean, shout out to Luke Wilson, by the way, for Seattle, their tight end.
Former St. Mark's, current Hollywood actor type, Luke Wilson?
No, not that Luke Wilson. Not the which one with the messed up nose?
Yeah, that's him.
I thought that was Owen.
Well, one of them.
It's one of them. But shout out to Luke Wilson, who had a monster game. Russell Wilson, doing what he does best, and that defense was all over this. I mean, I understand they were dealing with their 4th-string quarterback, but man, that defense was top notch. Good to see Bobby. Like once Bobby Wagner came back, that whole defensive demeanor just changed, and everybody's like is up full force. Besides a few, holding, pass interference calls and things of that nature, and plus also besides Larry Fitzgerald, don't everybody in that secondary look bigger than every receiver that was on that receiving corps?
Well, yeah, I mean, even PLS, Michael Floyd, him and Sherman look basically the same size. We're going to look back at this season and look at the Arizona Cardinals, who have now won 21 games over the last 2 seasons, using 4 or 5 different quarterbacks, and just marvel at what Bruce Arians was able to do. You can say that this is about Arizona's quarterback, but I think Arians said something maybe a month ago that kind of sounded the alarm for now. This team can't run the ball. When you with your backup quarterback, or the backup to the backup, or the backup to the backup to the backup, it'd be nice if you could limit his pass attempts. Okay, I see Ryan Lindley threw 44 passes last night.
Yeah.
Okay, took 4 sacks. Okay, but 44 pass attempts, 15 rush attempts. To me, that says more about Seattle's defense continuing to find their groove. I think the return of Bobby Wagner and Chancellor allows people to go back to do what they were supposed to do instead of having it to fill other people's roles. So when you got to move a guy into Wagner's place, then you got to move a guy into that place. So the talent drop off is almost twofold. But Arizona, y'all can't run the ball. So now everybody's trendy click to pick is now looking at a first-round road game and an elimination. An early elimination for a team who we thought could play all their games in Arizona, including the Super Bowl at one point in time.
We even said that at a point in time that they may have been one of the most complete teams in the NFL. But that was before, the running game was efficient. You had a quarterback, or quarterbacks out there that was good enough to get them down the field and convert on
Carson
third down.
Palmer was doing great. Well, he was considered great. I mean, he had the sadness continues. He graduated from Rubik's University.
Yes,
and was thriving as a wily veteran until he blew his knee out. I mean, I continue another perusal of the stats. Seattle wins this game with 11 penalties. Again, they were the most penalized team last year. They're one of the most penalized teams this year. Mm-hmm. But you know what I see under the penalties, though, BMO?
What's that?
Zero
turnover.
0 in the turnover category. I think, to me, that's the most important thing. Protect the ball. Nobody is stopping this offense. I mean, 5 for 12 on third down. Not that bad, which means they punted 7 times. But when you got a defense on a roll like that, you can afford to just punt the ball away as long as you don't turn it over. 11 penalties. Look, they had double-digit penalty game in the Washington game on Monday night and won by 10. Could have won by 20. Could have won by 31 if they didn't call those Harvin plays back. But Seattle's on the roll. Is it safe to say we are just counting down for Cowboys Seahawks?
Yeah, to me, I am.
Are we disappointed if it's anything but Cowboys Seahawks?
No, I'm not disappointed at all.
And by the way, I mean in the NFC Championship game.
NFC Championship game? Ooh, yeah, that would be incredible if that happens.
Now, Seattle is now first place.
Mm-hmm.
They have a sweep over Arizona, so they own all tiebreakers.
First round bye?
If they win next week, I think they win. They win next week. They get the Rams at home. Arizona has to go to San Francisco in what is possibly Jim Harbaugh's last game.
Yeah, you might well just say it now.
Are we going ahead and penciling in the Seahawks as the 1 seed?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
All right.
I have no problem with that.
Let's take this over to the Lions, who beat the Bears. If they defeat Green Bay in Green Bay, they will have the 2 seed as the NFC North champions, and I think it's by virtue of conference record.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys have 4 conference losses. Lions only have 2. Did you know that?
I do now.
All right.
And which meaning that they will either play Detroit or they will play Green Bay.
First round?
First round.
You sure? The Lions, when they're the 2 seed, they get the bye. So it's Packers at Cowboys and Arizona at. Go ahead. Who you picking next week for Killer Cams versus the Matty Ices?
Come
on.
Give me Killer Cam.
Now, let me ask you this. Because we did over-under win predictions for the season.
Yes, we did. And my prediction is out because I said a 6-win team will win. And apparently
I'm talking about the Carolina Panthers going 7.5. So if you took the I wonder if somebody out there took the under and took Carolina to win the division.
I bet they did.
Cashing
Boy, I bet they
in, Jack.
did. I bet they did too.
Carolina at the Falcons for I don't know. Can we call it NFC South supremacy? Are you putting this banner up? Are you? Okay, cool. Carolina defeats Tampa. Is it no? I'm sorry, Cleveland.
The Clevelands. Because they browned again. They
They
did have that lead.
They so browned.
That game was. Is that one of the most? Well, I don't want to say the most terrible, but wasn't that game just horrible?
I'm gonna tell you why the game is horrible. Because as I told you all when I was paying heavy dollars on Buffalo Bills defensive stock, I told you it's because defense can travel. Okay? Cleveland's supposed to have a such and such defense. When you get a long run like that, you got to turn around and get a stop. It's like getting the lead back in a baseball game. When you go to the next inning, you want your pitcher to go 1, 2, 3 shutdown so we can get right back to it. Instead, they allowed 2 long touchdown runs to Jonathan Stewart.
And he caught a touchdown pass.
They dusted off Jonathan Stewart.
Who all of a sudden now you want to play now, all of a sudden.
And now they are now 1 win away from winning back-to-back NFC South titles, causing super producer Hollywood Cole's head to spin because now he can't use that NFC South crap anymore about no repeat winners. But if the Falcons win at home,
his prediction stays.
Which, by the way, we got some Kenny G music for my New Orleans Saints. Okay? Now, your boy was on record a year ago saying, "See, Cowboys, look at the coach. Look at Coach SP over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need as a coach."
You sure about that now?
Cue up the Kenny G music for your boy DA too, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. And speaking of the Saints, can we just go ahead? Can we now start wondering how overrated Drew Brees is? I mean, some of those picks yesterday. If RG3 throws a couple of those picks, the world is steaming.
Yeah.
Okay? If that's Johnny JFF Manziel football throwing a pick like that,
he will be trashed pretty much right now, still being trashed about
what was that telegraph nonsense? I'm talking about the Jimmy Graham. The one he's got Jimmy Graham on a stick route, and you are good. Really? Because we were up here a week ago clowning the Atlanta Falcons DBs. Mm-hmm. True fans and whoever else they is. Is Ray Buchanan back there?
It's one of them Buchanans.
Okay. Good Lord. Okay. Listen. Drew Brees throws for a lot of yards, but he throws some of the more, what was that type interceptions that I have ever seen in my life. Okay. I am glad the Saints are out of here. As predicted by your boy, they will not make the playoffs. 5 losses in a row at home.
And you know what's really making me mad about this situation is he's still getting a pass. It's like, he just had a bad season. He still did this before. I'm like, look, we not talking about before, okay? We talking about right now how bad of a season that he's having right now. New Orleans has lost 5 games in a row at the crib, Dave. 5.
Consecutively.
5.
Consecutively in a row.
At the crib, at the Superdome. Would you even imagine them even losing 1 or 2 in a row? Look, you lost 5 in a row.
I thought they was going to go 8-8 and go like 7-1 at home and 1-7 on the road. Maybe they need to play on the road. They've won 2 in a row on the road, including 1 in Pittsburgh, who now everybody's saying is, hey, you don't want to play that team.
Oh, okay. All right.
Look, Drew Brees, 14 interceptions this year. None more horrible than that one I saw yesterday. Maybe he threw one against Carolina that was equally horrible, but I am so glad they're out of here. And I need to know. What are we doing here? What are we doing here with Drew Brees? Since 2005, the smallest interception number he has had for a year, 11. Okay? Let me read off these QBR numbers for Drew Brees.
Go ahead.
Since they won the Super Bowl in 2006, he had a 67, 59, 65, 80, 64, 83, 66, 70, 72.
Terrible.
That's on a 100-point scale, boys and girls. To me, that smells of average quarterback, okay? These interception numbers, 11, 18, 17, 11, 22, 14, 19, 12, 14. Listen, now granted, Eli has had some 20 interception seasons. He's also been a quarterback of 2 Super Bowl winning teams.
Right.
Okay? Aldi in the building.
What's going on, fella?
What's happening?
Man, real deal, man. Y'all in the same, man. It's a deal right here. Sport talk, man.
Okay, so I'd like to know if his last name wasn't Breeze and it was Griffin III, if it was
He would have been gone.
E.
He would have been gone. He would have been benched. And you know
Hoyer.
that. Anything not named Drew Brees, which his name will always have some kind of top 5 discussion of anything.
because he has an all-time record.
He has an all-time record. He won a Super Bowl. That that ring count does a whole lot for anybody. And so you're gonna get that situation where
He's got one. He has one. And
Okay,
that was,
it
you know
still
how long
doesn't-
ago that was?
Eli-
What was he doing in
Eli has
2006?
2 though.
What
Eli
was he doing in 2006? What
Can't
was he
even-
doing in
can't even tell you
2006,
that.
Al?
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Okay? Long time ago. Things done changed, right?
Yeah.
A whole lot done changed.
A whole lot.
That's all I'm saying. Because in that's an eternity even in a football career.
That's a long time.
So I don't get the accolade. I get some of the accolades, but I don't. He's 329 yards from 5,000. You don't think he's gunning for that next week?
Yes, he gonna have to make up something for this season, so he might as well just go for the 5K.
Because he's gonna then that would give him 5 seasons of throwing for 5,000 yards.
Yep. He might, like I said, he have to get some kind of accomplishment to do
I guess we'll
anything.
sell that. But get the Saints out of here.
Yeah.
They're trash. Good Lord.
Know who else they need to get out of here and stay out?
Who's Saints taking with him?
San Fran.
Oh,
Again, I'm going to keep on poking that bear. I don't care. Man, look here.
I made the mistake of changing the channel at 28.7. I was watching some fights. I think fighting took precedence over at the time.
Right.
I was like, okay, cool. This is immediately after the Kaepernick run. Okay? And I'm like, all right, cool. Looks like San Francisco may have it in the bag. I look up, and I see it's 35-35 in the fourth quarter. And I'm like, really, Frisco? Really? Because all they fans was predicting, here we go, second half nonsense. And sure enough,
Sure enough.
it was second half nonsense.
And
What
you-
happened?
and
I
you-
don't even know what
and
happened.
You talking about some nonsense going on, dude? Because I was the same way. I'm like, okay, whatever. Red Zone need to do, what they have to do.
No, this is
and stop.
Saturday.
This okay. I'm still trying to figure all that Saturday stuff out.
Yeah.
But so the Saturday, I'm checking the game out. I'm seeing the score. Drew, Uncle Phil playing like crap. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? 21 points in the second quarter. I'm like, okay, well, this may be over. Next day I look up, a whole different team came out of there. Frank Gore, I don't know where he had a good game, but Frank Gore kind of disappeared. Most of his yardage was in the first half.
Right. He
So
had
that
that one long
he had that
run.
one long run, and
Was it the first drive?
yes, first drive.
Okay.
So we seen that. We seen Anquan Bolden score. We seen that. Then all of a sudden, turnover here, fumble here. All of a sudden, San Fran came march downfield. Uncle Phil all of a sudden woke up and just started airing it out. Their third down efficiency was through the roof. I mean, it's like San Fran just said first half, okay, we good and we're done. No, dude. I mean, turnovers coming off. This whole game is like changed. I don't know if it changed. I can't really explain it as much because field goals being missed. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden San Diego just kept the ball for the rest of the second half. And they couldn't, if San Fran is I don't know, they took it to the heart, but you ran for 355 yards, Dave. Imagine running for 355 yards and lose the damn game.
Let me ask you this. And just let's take a big picture look at the Niners. Were they done in once the Harbaugh rumors came true? I mean, looking back now.
That's a major part for me.
Aren't we looking back at that and saying whatever, Jed York's people popped out. Whatever rumors surrounding the Niners doomed them from the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Those take a major part because just to think that you went to, the NFC Championship games, all these years in a row and a Super Bowl appearance, and then all of a sudden now you hear that your head coach might not even be there, and then you let this pop off early in the season like that. You don't do that. You could have kept that bottle in. You could have kept that close because, of course, that's going to mess up any kind of team chemistry any time at the wrong time. Especially now when you have halves like this game should never win in overtime, dude. Never. And I'm glad that,
Did they give up on Harbaugh? You thought they gave up in the second half?
This game right here, this was it.
Okay.
This is a nail in the coffin to me. You gave up on this man.
Right.
Especially this Michigan crap. No doubt. They had their lead that they have in the first half, but at the same time, you already had problems with this keeping leads in the second half. And now you just let this game just go to waste like this. It's a wrap, dude.
All right.
It's a wrap for them.
Chargers playoff scenarios. Okay?
Okay.
Let's base this on if the Broncos win tonight, currently tied at 7 with the Bengals in the first quarter. If Broncos win, Chargers win, Chargers in the playoffs.
Okay.
All right? If the Bengals win, Chargers win with the playoff spot. And a tie plus a Ravens or a lost tie. So basically, Chargers win and they're in. Pittsburgh and Chargers, as of now, are your AFC playoff teams. The NFC playoff scenarios are basically wrapped up. So let's see. What other games? Green Bay won, setting up a showdown next week. Who you got in Lambeau? Lions or Packers?
Man, that's tough. In Green Bay.
It's
cold in the MF.
Okay. It's cold in the D2, but they play
but they in the dome, though.
Okay.
Give me Green Bay.
Give you Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay at home as well. But you're taking Carolina on the road for the NFC South Division?
Taking Carolina on the road.
I
think they will pull it off.
All right. In the next division showdown, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati for the division. Who you got? This is in Pittsburgh.
This is in Pittsburgh, too.
Pittsburgh just whooped on the Bengals by 3 touchdowns in Cincinnati like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
But we know how Pittsburgh are always up and down.
And we know
you try so much to believe in them that all of a sudden they come out and start playing like some BS.
But Cincinnati in big games, we've seen that this year as well. And over the last 2 or 3 years.
And also these last couple of games, their defense has highly improved. So I do got to give them that. Give me Pittsburgh, man. I'll take Pittsburgh.
All right. Any other games next week count for anything? That's it, right?
That's it. That's pretty much it.
And you know what? 2 of them games are are noon kickoffs. Listen, NFL. These major games need to be in the afternoon. NBC chose the AFC North Showdown as their flexed out night game. There's no reason for Carolina, Atlanta, and Green Bay and the Lions to, unless you're worried about it being bitter cold for an afternoon Packers game.
I don't care about that.
So you rather just, okay, fine. I think those 2 games should be in the afternoon. I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either. Let's also get one more team out of here.
Okay. But we get everybody else out.
Yeah, everybody else out.
But unless you want to just kick out with a nice Sergeant Slaughter-esque boots.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, man.
Your
defense isn't good. Look. You have below average corners. Not average. You have your starting, I don't even know. Look, could either one of those starting corners, and I'm talking Bradley Fletcher and Kerry Williams, are they even in the Cowboys corner rotation?
Maybe Kerry Williams.
Over who? Moore? Who? Is he in the 4? He's the 4.
He better play nickel.
They're back. Look, listen, you can put this on Sanchez. Chip Kelly had Sanchez throw 50 passes.
Yes. Why?
I don't know. The same reason why Uncle Bruce had Ryan Lindley throwing 44 passes. He couldn't run the ball. And of course, listen, Washington had an opportunity to play spoiler. Okay? They spoiled the Eagles season so they wouldn't have to spoil the Cowboys season next week. So good for the R's. B3 Bingo still looked shaky at best, but good for the R's. Get these Philadelphia Eagles out of here. And look, they could be the Cardinals of last year as a 10-win team that did make the playoffs.
They didn't make the playoffs.
Only because of geography. Because if they're in the NFC South.
Oh, first place Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's see what else from the weekend. The Patriots continue their annual tradition.
But that's ho-hum. Come on, Dave.
No, I'm talking about the 12 games.
Okay,
we talked about this at the beginning of the season.
We sure
Chalk
did.
up another 12 games for this squad. Are you kidding me? Hey, Jonas Gray. This was all good just a month ago, man.
Sure was.
Yeah, what happened? Hey, listen, let that be a lesson. Keep your 2 cell phone chargers. Or be like the homie Mookie and just carry a backup battery with you.
Boom.
Jonas Gray, I ain't seen him since. He's had probably like 10 carries since that Colts game.
That was it.
Let me ask you this question.
What up?
What's the first thing that went through his head when he saw Patriots sign LeGarrette Blount? He knew it was over then, right? Okay.
Then he broke down, played some Kenny G.
Yeah, he played some Kenny G and some David Sanborn. Okay?
Oh, another team we want to get out of here? The freaking Buffalo Bills.
Listen, your defense can travel from here to Madrid, Spain.
But
if your offense is putrid,
dude, they can't score. I hate their offense with a passion, man.
And for the second time in 3-4 years, you're going to be drafting another quarterback.
Yes, you
which
are.
means now you're going to add another year to that defense. Mario Williams is now probably over 30. Kyle Williams is over 30.
Mm-hmm.
You glad you got a fine in Jerry Hughes, Marcel Darius. You get Kiko Alonso back. So they're going to have a serviceable defense. But if you don't have a trigger man, do they call for RG3?
Yes.
We talked about that last show.
Yes, I will call for RG3. Number 1 defense in the league, by the way. Buffalo
I'm pretty
Bills.
sure about
number 1 in sacks, by the way. Buffalo
I'm pretty
Bills.
sure about all even next level stat metrics. They're a top 5 defense.
They're the top defense in the league.
They could potentially win 9 games and be like, man, why are we in the NFC South?
Everybody wants to be in the NFC South right now.
Or maybe even the AFC South. I mean, look, if they get 2 cracks at the Colts per season, you don't think they could dethrone that?
Yes.
But that offense is putrid, man. It's putrid. Okay?
Even with...
And it's more than just... to me, it has to be more than just quarterbacks.
It has to be more than a QB. But you would think, like I said, with that talent they have on offense, you still can't score no freaking points, dude. You cannot score anything.
Who's that running back, Booby? I remember him when I was playing Madden. I don't even know his Booby something. Okay? I mean, look.
Where's C.J. Spiller and where's Fred Jackson?
Fred Jackson was there. He's old. They're running out Bryce Brown, dog. I mean, Bryce Brown, former Hurricane, former Tennessee, former Kansas State running back Bryce Brown, former Eagle running back Bryce Brown. So, I mean, and look, Kyle Orton wasn't going to give you so much, okay?
He giving you all that he got.
And for that,
all that he got that he can work with.
And for that, he gets a guaranteed $11 million.
Yeah, and he's going to get that again next season. And they're 8-7, so they're going to use that as well. They did have a winning record. Well, they do have one more game to go, but winning record or a 500 record, he's going to be back as the Bills quarterback, dude, and they're going to draft one.
Yeah,
and EJ is still lurking about, probably over there playing some Kenny G himself, wishing that he was in there. But, hey, they went on and moved on from you, dude. Their offense is just bad.
Yeah, and now I'm sad. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
When we come back, let's celebrate, right?
Yeah.
It's not a good reason to have a good time.
Oh, he added some more hand gestures, too. He now counts now.
When you're a division-winning champ, to this squad, you get to do you do whatever you want with your hands, okay? As long as they're within legal bounds. That's Most Sports Talk on the afterparty.com.
you need promotions for your brand or even want to host your own radio show, come out to the After Parties Open House, which takes place every second Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. At this event, you will be able to meet personalities like myself, Al D from Straight Talk with the Fellas, and take a walk in our shoes by going live and recording the drop. Man, see you at the After Party.
This is Barry Church, and you're listening to Mo Sports Talk.
Hey, what's going on? It's Brandon Carr with my man Chris. You're listening to Mo Sports Talk.
Hey, this is the playmaker Mike Orban, and you're listening to Mo Sports Talk.
Here it comes. Since the far-off days when man first heard a scratchy noise on a cylindrical drum, accompanied by staccato human tones, it has been his aim to add breadth.
Oh, man. What's up?
What up?
Yo.
It's the return.
No, not this time. You only play that when we come out of Mark Morrison music, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
I just keep playing Mark Morrison after every break.
All right, so for the record, you've got Carolina in the playoffs as a result of their win, the Packers winning, correct?
Yes.
So possibly giving your Cowboys a 2 seed, and what's the other showdown? Cincinnati-Pittsburgh.
Cincinnati-Pittsburgh.
You
I
got
got Pittsburgh.
You got Pittsburgh. Okay.
So
I got Carolina.
Okay.
I've got Detroit. I'm going to take Detroit because I've been telling boys that defense travels, and their defense will travel, and they will overcome another uneven performance by Young Highland Park. Okay? And
tell Highland Park stop throwing that sidearm crap,
I'll
please.
take Pittsburgh.
Okay.
It's real interesting how I haven't looked at the numbers or the facts or anything, but this seems to be the same Detroit team, minus the 2, some improvements in the defense. But it could possibly win 12 games.
Yeah.
Just a different coach.
Different coach. Also, the penalties have stopped. Boneheaded plays have stopped from them.
I'm going to give credit to the coach for that.
Coach of the year candidate?
Definitely a coach of the year candidate. You know who else is the coach of the year candidate?
The first we're about to talk about now, which I have not been a fond of.
You heard
these
it.
last few seasons.
You heard it.
Yeah.
I said let the boy cook. Dave said let him cook. I said listen, if you're gonna die, if you're gonna ride with him, I think you gotta die with him. And by die with him, I may you may have to find the rock bottom. But there ain't no rock bottom here, man. This was legit. Okay? The season has been legit. I think that in the playoffs they will establish some legitimacy. That's right, boys and girls. We are talking about your now 11-4 division-winning champion Dallas Cowboys. Come on, man. Give me some guns.
Yeah.
Some claps.
Yeah.
I don't give me the claps. Just hand clap. Put hand claps.
Dallas Cowboys.
Tremendous for the Dallas Cowboys steamrolling the Indianapolis Colts.
Good
when I say
Lord.
steamrolling, I cut it off at 28-0. I
Good
switched
job.
to something else.
Good job.
Because it was thorough, boys and girls.
But you know what? I didn't turn it off.
You revel in it. Let me tell you something. In 2009, when my Lakers were steamrolling the Orlando Magic, you think I wasn't going nowhere in Game 5? Give me all of it. Give me all of it. Okay? So Cowboy fans, whoop it up. Listen, I think you all are getting real chesty and real annoying, but I don't care. To the victor goes the spoils. Okay? Tony Romo, record-setting Tony Romo.
Yes.
Passing his boy, my boy,
Mr. Aikman.
Troy 8-Ball Aikens, all-time Cowboy leader in passing yards. I think it was 4 touchdowns yesterday. And more importantly, 0. Count them 0 interceptions.
Sacked once. Only 2 passes was incomplete.
And that was a covered sack.
Yes.
Because, he just kind of said,
He just said, all right, he's just going to lay down.
I don't feel like spinning right now.
He did spin. But
I don't feel like
when he did spin,
I don't feel like spinning
it was another color jersey right there. So he just said, I'll just lay down.
Fantastic game. The defense, much maligned according to Brent Musburger and the like before the season, continue to put forth a quality effort. I know Coach Carter from last week may have some other things to say after he looks at the coach's tape. But I thought all year long this defense has played with tremendous effort. I think their confidence has risen throughout. I also think that this coach team is a bit trash. Okay? And I think that when you're a good team, you get another good team into your house, you blow them away. You establish what you want to do. Kudos to DeMarco Murray, okay, who, the stats won't tell the story. Oh, man, I'm just full of sports cliches. The stats will not tell the story, but I thought him showing up. Chris Carter said the difference between good and great is showing up. He showed up and got a touchdown. He's like 60 yards on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They trusted him enough to give him the ball 20 times. I think did he protect the ball? Was there any fumbles?
No fumbles.
Excellent. Even old man Whedon got into it. Throwing him a nice little touchdown pass to Terrence Williams.
His only touchdown pass for a 3-yard reception to Terrence Williams, by the way.
Who's all of a sudden is now open.
Now he's open.
Jason Witten is getting the ball.
Mm-hmm.
BMO's man, Cole Beasley.
Yes.
Wearing Danny White's famous number 11.
From?
Arizona State.
No.
Oh, Cole Beasley?
Yeah, Cole.
SMU?
Yeah.
Man, listen, when I'm at SMU games, he's on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I know.
SMU alumni in the NFL.
But I'm still remembering the other guy that they put.
I don't
Remember
even know
that?
who he was.
I don't know who he was.
You know why? Because it wasn't unavailable, which means he's probably on the practice squad.
They just put something at the bottom just for him.
But now Cole Beasley's open. And when I say open. Getting involved in the pass.
And it's funny because Beasley and Williams run the same route dang near every time and every play.
Well, you only gotta. I don't know how I can say this, but you only need one to get open. Okay,
this is true.
So now when you look at this offense, there are weapons. Like listen, if you go through the NFL right now, what defensive coordinator is going and looking at the film and saying, boy, what do we do?
And we always talk about this. I think it's kind of a thing that we made through this week. We was like, okay, what opposing team look at the other guy's film and be like, this is who we need to watch out for. This is who we need to look for. Then we always have like some teams where like, okay, well, who do we watch film on? When you just mention these weapons that they have that are now coming up, you have to prepare for everybody on that field. Not only Dez, but it seems like Dez has been more of a decoy as of late in this season. And I don't think Dez don't even mind that at all. He still had 5 catches for 73 yards. And not Vontae, but whoever it was that was on Dez at first, they didn't start putting Vontae on him till like the second quarter. Yeah, that didn't help either. But to me, honestly, besides the Colts, you know what I'm saying, is shooting themselves in the foot with the drop passes. You had that taunting call when, it was like the Cowboys' first possession. They stopped them on third down. Dude standing on her taunting. That hurt them a lot. The fake punt pass that they had, that was a drop pass. That could have changed the game, honestly, to me. I think like if it weren't for that taunting call and that drop fake punt pass, that maybe would have made it a little bit closer game or maybe changed anything. But I think Cowboys still would have won this game.
I think the Cowboys win. I think Chuck Strong Pagano knew early on that the Cowboys were on a roll, okay? And he had to do something to, I guess you can say, disrupt the flow, so to speak. Because, listen, when you run a fake punt that early, what does that tell you?
Early.
What's that telling you? We're desperate to get some momentum going in the game.
I think it's like you already went to plan B after that point. Because it was like, okay, well, dang, really, that's not working. So, all right, let's go ahead and try this. No, people don't pull out stuff like that until like later on down the line in the game. Just to see Pagano put it out so early like that, man, that kind of scratched my head. And you know what I liked after that? The Cowboys kept their foot on their necks. You see a deep pass to Dez for the touchdown. You didn't see them start running the football, trying to churn it downfield. No, they stayed aggressive, and they let it on, scored that touchdown going on that drive. Another 3 and out, comes another touchdown. You want me to read these drive summaries for the Colts?
Sure. Why not?
-4 plays, -1 yards, Dave. Turnover, 4 down. 3 plays, 7 yards. 3 plays, 7 yards. 6 plays, 18 yards. All those resulted in a punt. 8 plays, 53 yards. 2 plays for 4 yards. Both of those resulted in an interception by Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, at the end of the half, Dave, had under 100 yards passing. Under 100. And, of course, people was talking about, well, he did have his 21-point comeback. He's going to do this. He's a good clutch player. No. The defense said, no, that's not going to happen. Salute to Rob Marinelli, Mr. Get Low.
Got to get low.
Make sure those guys was getting low. And did you see Rolando McClain out there giving folks havoc out there? They were saying every hit that he takes, he even told him that every hit that he puts on somebody feels like redemption to him. He feels like he had the shows that he's back. He can play in this league. He can play in this game. So besides the Brandon Carr, holding penalty at the end of the game, defense pretty much almost had a perfect game. They gave up the touchdown. Okay, whatever. But kudos to the Cowboys. Kudos to DeMarco Murray showing up. And if you didn't notice, when he was on the sideline, he had his hand on his jersey. They were saying when you do that, when the broken hand in your finger, it keeps the blood flow going. That's why you never seen him with his hands down like the whole time.
Look at you.
Keep his hands on his jersey.
Dr. Phil Sims over there.
But still was running hard. That he had a pad over it. Also, they taped his fingers together outside of the glove. So he was cool. Joseph Randle had the fumble. He still had 37 yards. Murray had like 58 yards. But it seemed like they didn't win this game by like comeback or anything. These last couple of wins or 3 wins that they had, they pretty much it's been like a punch to the gut to these teams. They haven't been anything like soft or anything like that. They really been playing like to their level. And Tony Romo only threw the ball 20 times.
I'm looking at Romo's numbers across the board through his career. There hasn't been a season where he's played more than 13 games where he's thrown less than 450 passes. There may be a possibility that he's going to throw a career low in passes this year.
He has thrown a career low this year.
Well, yeah, I mean, barring 2006 he threw 337 times.
Okay.
But in terms of since then, I mean, look, Romo has high numbers across the board in major categories. Okay, least amount of passing attempts. Okay, highest completion percentage. He's completing 70% of his passes. This
Looking
season.
at it right now.
Okay, highest yards per attempt average since 2006. Most touchdowns since 2007. Second lowest interception number after the 7 he threw in 2010, and that's only because he played in 6 games. Every other year, he's only had one single-digit interception year, which was 2009. He's only thrown 8 this year.
Only 8, yeah.
Career high in QBR, career high in quarterback rate. Why isn't that an MVP for me? If he doesn't finish, if he outside the top 5. If him and Murray don't get at least 2-3 first place votes, I would be very upset.
I still have Murray as my MVP because he's leading rusher of the league, but I also have, Murray, Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? Those are really my top 2. Romo is in there, but the reason to me why Romo, I don't think he will win it is because he's had better seasons where he had, he had better seasons statistically. But
not yards. If you take away yards, best completion percentage, most touchdowns, second most touchdowns in his career, highest average yards per attempt, second lowest interception, highest QBR, highest quarterback rate. Man, I mean, these are career numbers across the board. Only missed 1 game due to injury. And who knows what they'll do next week. Let me ask you that. What are y'all doing next week? And by y'all, I mean the Cowboys.
I'll sit everybody.
Sit everybody.
Yes, I would.
It's old man Wheaton time.
Wheaton time this week.
Yeah.
Because Redskins already spoiled one party.
You can't spoil nothing here.
But at the same time, if you still go out there with your starters as the Cowboys may want to do,
another reason for these games to be flexed out in the afternoon.
Thank you.
Because Lions, Seahawks, Packers, Cowboys, Cardinals, all still in the running for an overall number 1 seed in home field. I mean, boys and girls, we could be talking about 2 playoff games in Jerry World. So, yes, I think there is a dilemma. I think you play the starters. I think you play to win.
Yeah. I mean, I still say sit them because at the same time, you'll have that Redskins mentality saying, F it. We already ended, Philly's chance to make the playoffs and win the division. Let's go out here and hurt some of these starters so the Cowboys won't do anything. So I think they'll have that mentality. I mean, I don't disagree with you with saying play the starters, but I still sit them out. Maybe a series or 2.
So you would be okay with just playing wild card weekend? So you rest now instead of taking a chance to get a rest next week
I'll
or
rest
2
him.
weeks.
I'll rest him. You never know what happens.
All right.
And like right now with the depth that they have, it's cool that they last this long, but you can't afford to lose anybody right now. Melton went down yesterday, and I was like, oh, man, we don't need this right now. But the Cowboys on defense show they have enough depth. Everybody know their spots. Mr. Get Low he's pretty much still cursing up a storm right now. Probably right now. Probably having no reason to curse nobody out. He's probably cursing right now. But the defense was great. Like, I'm giving so much praise on defense because it's good to see the defense out here, shutting them out like this besides of the touchdown that they had late. But with so much talk about this defense going to be trash, and you hear Jerry Jones, well, we can't get any worse. This defense has really improved this season. And I like how everybody is filling their roles. I mean, you still have a few, plays given up here and there, but who don't give up big plays? You can't stop everybody. You can't stop everybody on every down. But they have shown that they have improved, through the year. And seeing the defense play this good late in December, which, by the way, Cowboys are 3-0 in December.
Look at you. Look at you. Hear the chestiness in his voice. By the way.
But of course, the offense is going to get most of the praise. But I want to give the defense a whole lot of credit this season too, because they have really improved. This is not the 32 ranked defense that people think that they are. By the way, this defense is so much improved, and I love the running game. I love what the linebacker core is doing. Whoever the linebacker coach is for the Cowboys, man, you got to give him a lot of props because you're working without Sean Lee. Bruce Carter had a decent game. Rolando McClain had a good game. Wilbur had a great game. So it's like the linebacker core has been pretty good. It seems like you can just fit anybody in that core and they'll be ready to roll. So shout out to the Cowboys. NFC East Division champion Dallas Cowboys.
Order your coins and T-shirts.
Your coins and T-shirts. They will come in a nice box, and the box will be delivered, okay? Hopefully the box is still wrapped up and protected nicely.
Yes, because those are going to be coins you're going to put in your display case. Well, that's all kind of Cowboy jerseys today, man.
Yeah.
They were out the woodworks. Saw Roy Williams, 38. A faded Julius Jones, 21.
Why I got me faded?
Because it was faded. You can tell he had been washing it. Okay, Dallas defense, according to DVOA, which takes into account opponents and situations and all of that, currently ranked 26th in the league. 22nd against the pass, 27th against the rush. So, but I think at the same time, I think that part of that is the offense does a great job of limiting their exposure. So,
is it true?
Let's take a break.
Come back. Our esteemed producers will hopefully be calling in and giving us an update.
What? The Hawks? One of the top teams in the East, the Atlanta Hawks?
The number 2 team in the East, the Atlanta Hawks. Which a lot of people are surprised looking at that Eastern Conference and like, oh, wow, they're really number 2? Yeah, they're number 2 team in the East. Also, there was a trade that did go down, and a lot of Spurs fans are panicking. I don't know why.
Okay.
But
we're talking NBA too?
Yeah.
I got some NBA things to say as well.
I know that you do. That's why NBA segment is next.
Is next? We taking it for the rest of the show?
No.
Why not? What else you want to talk about?
Oh, college football. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Listen, really? If you're trying to get me to break down the Las Vegas Bowl,
come on, Dave.
Okay. Well, you know what we're gonna talk then. If it's bowl season, gift bags.
Okay.
Who's got the good stuff?
Yeah.
Who's giving away the good stuff?
That's why I want to hear about this. We gotta find out.
If Popeyes is hosting the Bahamas Bowl, why am I not there? It's goodbye to everything I like.
Yeah.
Islands, chicken.
Fried chicken.
And fried chicken at that. All right, very good.
We shall return. Most Sports Talk, THAttheparty.com on the A side.
Get up. Pardon my expression, but I'ma tear shit up.
Hey, this is Mike Conn of Memphis Grizzlies, and you're listening to Mo's Sports Talk.
Did he go? He on hold?
Nah, he's supposed to call in the next minute, so we'll see.
He's upset. What up? Mo Sports Talk. We back.
It's the, and I can't say it's a return. I love it,
lot
but
of things on the sports plate currently to clean up. Probably get a couple of baseball trade talks in here because the hot stove is hot. And if you are San Diego GM AJ Preller,
good Lord, and
you got a nice little shopping bag you got there, buddy.
And you know what, Dave? I think they still have $75 million left to mess with.
Good.
Really?
What's Benito Santiago doing right now?
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right, very good.
Oh, but real quick, I do want to give you give
me
your one-time All-Star.
Oh yeah, give me my one-time All-Star.
Let me pull out my paper.
Pull out your paper, buddy.
With the paper, will be going very, very soon. All right, this was in 1991. Played for Portland. Was voted in by the coaches, Dave. Averaged 16 points, 6 rebounds. Wore 00. Ball hit it.
Okay.
Any idea? Portland, 1991.
You did that last week, though.
No.
You did Kevin Duckworth last week. Oh, Jerome Kersey. Jerome Kersey was a one-time All-Star. Very good. Shout out to Jerome Kersey.
I give you one more.
Oh, give me one more.
We'll go ahead and finish out this paper. It was in 2004 with the Hornets. Voted in by the coaches. Averaged 12 points and 9 boards.
Oh, P.J. Brown.
No.
Oh, wrong Charlotte Hornet.
It was a center. P.J. played power forward.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jamal McGlure.
He is a one-time All-Star, and he's Canadian.
Hey.
All right.
Yes,
very
he
good,
is.
Man.
Yeah. So paper is finito. There you go. There you go. It's gone, Dave. No more papers, okay? No more. Everything will be on the high quality devices from now on.
All right.
And I do have more one-time All-Stars that are already set up, and that's in my head already by heart. I will write them down. Okay, he said he called, no answer. Okay, let's check this out.
He didn't call. He ain't called. Oh, man, wait till I read off some of these gift bags for mine.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's get these phone lines hooked up. Since our esteemed producer said he called, no answer, our phones did not ring.
Hold on. What is other items? I don't know what other items is.
Cheat like the J. Higgs chips?
No, I don't want the chips. I mean, look at these bowls, man. Good. I mean, what are y'all doing?
Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to an
automatic voice. Get off his voicemail.
Probably trying to. He probably ain't got no signal there.
See, that's why you want to have a good season.
Give backs.
You have a good. Hey man, you go to a good bowl. Like for example, the Military Bowl in Annapolis between Virginia Tech and how Virginia Tech make a bowl game? They get an Xbox One along with other items courtesy of the Military Bowl. So at least they're getting an Xbox One. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's good. No.
Yeah, that's great.
See, again, I want to go to the Pinstripe Bowl so I get me free fittings. And y'all need a size 8. Appreciate it.
So, Xbox Ones.
Yeah, for playing in the Military Bowl.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Cool.
Short of a paycheck, that's what I'll take. Unless have you been to Belk? We have to go to Belk.
I did inventory. I did inventory there at Belk.
What do they have?
Belk is pretty much like I guess like Kohl's-esque, but Belk is like more like, clothes, like women's clothing and stuff like that. So
it's just a clothing store.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so still went on our esteemed producer saying we calling no answer. I don't know if we try to get him back on his phone lines again. I don't know what's going on his side.
Lies.
He's over there, putting in work allegedly. But we're going to see. He said he called a no answer. So let's call him. Let's see what's going on here.
Stop calling. This is horrible. Go away.
This is horrible. It's ringing.
Go away. Go away.
Your call has been forwarded to an
And our call once again has been forwarded. All right. Dave.
What up?
There's been a trade that was afoot.
What trade?
From the Mavs.
No.
You don't seem too happy about it.
No, I'm okay with the trade.
But of course, I'm talking about with the Mavs, the Rondo trade. Rondo from Boston comes here to Dallas for Mr. Brandon Wright. We also had I think it was like 2 second rounders.
No. One was the first.
One was the first round. Okay, it was 2 draft picks. It was Brandon Wright. And it was another point guard, by the way. It was not Felton. People thought Felton was going to be in the deal, but it was not Felton. But, of course, everybody's not good with the news of losing Brandon Wright. Of course, Dave, I know you didn't really take that news too well because he was kind of developing here. And it was, good to see him grow into a player that he has become here, becoming a good role player. He was also, Dave, on the verge of having, like, the best field goal percentage in like NBA history. He was shooting like 78, 79% from the floor. So hard to lose Brandon Wright. And that's why I was telling people, you can find a big man to fit into his place. I know you keep giving me that look. You keep asking me who and whom. But do you know who they went to the finals with in 2006? Do you know who their center core was?
Yeah, I do.
Eric Dampier.
Yeah.
Sagana Job.
Okay.
And DJ Bango.
Okay.
2011, you had a Tyson Chandler and you had a Jan Mahimi. And let's see who this is right here.
You know who it is.
Get your phone situated?
Man, I guess so. The Mavs ain't situated.
You got it? You up?
Yeah, I'm up.
All right, boys and girls, this is our esteemed producer, Hollywood Cole, Chris Henderson, coming live from the American Airlines Center. So how are things going down there so far?
Look, I got to tell you one thing. First off, yeah, you got to, look, Dominique Wilkins don't wear them baggy pants. He had a nice suit on that fit. And someone mentioned him, it had nothing to do with me, about Michael Jordan, the way he dressed. And Dominique said that they've already tried to ask him and talk to him about that. It's from Dominique Wilkins, who does play-by-play, by the way, for the Atlanta Hawks.
So he still do play-by-play for the Hawks?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So got some good interviews for you guys, for everybody on the website. Mike Scott, Al Horford. Got a couple of Mavericks, Charlie Villanueva. Let's see who else. I think I got Dwight Powell, the new Maverick, and also Greg Smith. So I got a couple more to do after tonight. But right now the Mavericks are down 52-38. Of course, the struggles. It looks like Dirk is having knee issues. I'm not for sure if that's confirmed right now, but he's having some knee issues. But he's still playing through it. So outside of that, Mavericks are struggling. That's about it.
All right, you get any good shoe sightings out there?
Oh, yeah, man. Got some nice shoes out there. More locker room shoes, no game shoes. But Mike Scott, he did have a pair of Legend 11s that he wore to the game. Let's see. Ricky Lato had on the Melo ones. Dirk Nowitzki had a pair of Jordan 29s on.
Really?
In the locker room, yeah. So very interesting to see that. Monte basically threw all his PEs away. They got a whole new set. And, of course, I looked and I said, wish I could hand those out to the Mo Sports Talk crew for another day. But that's about it right now, man. Everything's going good. Just want to call and give you guys a shout-out. You guys are doing well, I see. And give everybody a Merry Christmas because I won't see you guys until after Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all the people that are listening right now. Thank you for supporting our show. Check out the website, mosportstalk.com.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, now. I'll hit you back.
All right, man.
All right. Live from the American Airlines Center, that is Mr. Chris Henderson, Hollywood Code 85 on Twitter. But, Dave, I did want to finish up the convo with the trade. I know it's going to be hard to replace anybody, especially anybody that was gaining chemistry from that team as a backup power forward or backup center that he has. But my thing is that if you can find any big man that knows their role and willing to play that role and fit under Carlisle's system, I think you can pretty much fit any kind of big man there. Or is it much more of a namesake right now that they need to find somebody as a backup power forward or center?
No, I think you're counter to the point of what they use of the big man rotation. I don't have a problem with that. Here's my take on the trade. Fundamentally, I don't like trading tall for small. Okay, when my Lakers were when the rumors of a Gasol Rondo trade were bubbling for about 24 to 48 hours, I was like, I'm diametrically opposed to that, even though I was ready to get rid of Gasol. Okay, I think in this case, I think the Mavericks have make a tremendous upgrade at point guard. Okay. I think the Mavericks make a tremendous upgrade at point guard. I think that I think talent wise they increase a lot overall. What I don't understand is you have two different schools of thoughts on Rajon Rondo. I hear a lot of analysts say that he has not been a plus defender for 3 or 4 years, and I hear the streets, the noise, say that he's still a blue chip defender, and I don't know what you want to go by then. I'm going to find Rondo's defensive rating. So to me, that's the best indicator of what, somebody's defense is. But I think you add this to a team who's already historically efficient offensively, and I think you lose a bit on the athletic side. While Rondo's going to give you good stuff in terms of rebounds, he's going to, even though there's a small backcourt, it's still a small backcourt. Rondo has nice length. He can guard twos at times. Him and Ellis can switch off in terms of being the primary ball handler. I do wonder when Ellis is the primary ball handler, like I saw a couple of times in the Spurs game. You ever seen Rondo do anything good off the ball?
I mean, well, this is what I witnessed from the Spurs game that we was at. When Rondo came in the game, that whole team morale has changed. Everybody else, more people was moving around the ball. They was feeding off of him, mostly from like the opportunities that he had. And speaking on defense, Dave, when he got the Spurs game, he drew 4 charges. He had like 4 steals. I mean, his stat line, of course, is not saying all that much. 6 points, 6 points, 9 assists, but he had 7 rebounds also. But like the hustle that he had, like everything that he did besides the ball, off the ball is shown a whole lot. And the Mavericks fed off of that. When him and Monte entered the game, there were instances where Monte was running a fast break or Rondo was setting them up. You know, the play he had set up for the corner three. Then a lot of plays he had on a fast break from the steal. Monte was going in for the layups and things like that, setting up people up for shots. I think with a lot of people expect Rondo to play a la like a Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard, and things like that. I even heard from one Mavericks fan saying, Rondo was trash. And I was like, well, he's a pure point guard. He's not like a Curry. He's not like a Lillard. He's pretty much like a primary point guard where he's still a triple-double threat. And also he plays well with the ball and without the ball. You have to really see him play as a guard just to see. So a lot of people looking at him when, everybody was like KG and Ray Allen was gone. Everybody looking at him from that. So they figure, he hasn't did anything since they left and blah, blah, and things of that nature. But at the same time, he hasn't really had nobody to work with or pass to with that team the last 2 or 3 seasons. Plus, he's been hurt. So right now, he's looking to stay healthy and show everybody that he's still a top point guard in this league, where he's been getting trashed a lot of things that nature. Post game, when he was in the locker room after the game, he was saying he's glad that he got an opportunity to show that he still has it and prove that he's a complimentary force in his league at the point guard position. So a lot of talk about Rondo being here. Of course, Mavs fans are happy. Some Mavs fans don't like it because of Brandon Wright, which I understand that, hey, you do lose a guy. Trading big for small. I understand what you're saying, Dave, because you kind of need that force when it comes to the playoffs. You kind of need a big man out there that's going to score and also, play defense and get out there.
I don't think it was. Listen, I think your point about just getting a backup big is tremendous. I think the options that have been reportedly available, Jermaine O'Neal, Emeka Okafor, don't necessarily scream anything. But when you have Tyson Chandler, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. I think anything after that is just bonus in my opinion.
Okay.
I think the thing with Rice and Crowder, I think they were athletic. They could do work out on the perimeter in Crowder's case. He was improving a little bit as an offensive player. Okay. So now I think that Aminu, Richard Jefferson, while our trade bait, because they're expiring contracts and an opportunity to improve your lineup, now have to play minutes for this team. Okay. And they have to play minutes for a team, to me, who is built to win a playoff round if they are one of the top 4 seeds.
I agree with you.
This team is also 0-5 versus Western Conference playoff teams up until Saturday's win. So now they're 1-5. Okay. I don't necessarily worry about this trade long term because I think Carlisle will get Rondo and Ellis right. But I do think that if those were the assets you were going to use for a trade, I think you could have got a better fit on your team. Maybe a bigger wing. Because again, I am not opposed to having Monte be the primary ball handler, which he has been for most of the Mavs games I've watched this year, and you get him a taller guard. Okay? Now, somebody recommended on Twitter that maybe Sean Livingston could have been a better get. I don't think Golden State was going to trade him, especially to a Western Conference contender, but I think you get the idea of what you were looking for.
And I understand what you're saying with that. Sean Livingston would have been a great fit here. Even that's last summer, I was talking about, hey, the Mavs have a chance to get Sean Livingston, but he ended up going to Golden State for a 3-year deal. My thing is, you don't need Rondo to score. Mavs are the number 1 scoring team in the league.
I don't think you need him to. You think you need him to run your team too? This team didn't have. I mean, whatever this team had at point guard, I think they were being adequately covered up by Monte, being the primary ball handler. The Monte Ellis, Devin Harris backcourt.
I think more now, to me, they did need a distributor for this team. But I see what you're saying with Monte. I don't have no problem with Monte running the floor and being the starting point guard for this Mavericks team. But at the same time, he do need the ball in his hands just to get himself ready to score up. The way he was set up in the Mavs Spurs game was done very, very well by Rondo, but it kind of didn't really mesh that well when you have Harris and Rondo in starting like that. And I think with Rondo coming in, I think that kind of gave Monte a little bit more force to okay, now I have one role. Let me take care of this role. And with Carlisle was saying post game that he can trust Monte more in closing out game situations like this because he was very surprised about how Monte closed the game out, scoring the last 4 or 5 possessions that the Mavericks had. So, Dave, I honestly don't think that they're done trading or done with this roster yet. I do think they maybe make one more trade and maybe add one more piece. Hopefully, it will be a big man. Jermaine O'Neal, the Okafor thing,
what other choice do you have?
Huh?
What other choice do you have?
I mean, exactly. What other choice do you? I mean, they're both veterans, but Okafor, I don't know how healthy he is. Jermaine, he's up there in age. Kind of find out, I know he stayed in South Lake, so he stays out here in the area.
My sources told me that.
Mm-hmm.
I have sources.
I know you do.
You're damn right I do.
Awesome, but I'm all for the trade. I'm ready to see what happens. I still, the big man core, I'm still kind of, have question marks about that.
You're not enjoying Greg Smith's work out there?
I don't have a choice to enjoy it. I really don't have a choice. But it's all good. Let's see how this trade goes. They're going to need some help, in a power forward in center position. But
who are your other tradable pieces? Aminu, Jefferson, Felton. Who else? Who else out there is on the expiring that could be traded? I think it's those 3.
That's it. I mean, unless you want to do something with Devin Harris, since his deal he has a 3-year deal. But that's tough. You lose Harris, man. That's going to be.
But what does that get you?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool.
That's not really going to get you anything. But
I want to go to the Military Bowl.
We're going to go.
No, I want to be a player. Can I go back in time?
Wow, just so you can get the bag?
Yeah, once I read you these gifts, man. Good Lord. Okay.
Hold on. We're gonna do that. I have to pay these bills. Hey, I want to know.
There's more NBA talk.
Okay.
We'll continue NBA talk. Let's see what BMO has been watching over the NBA season. I have observations as well. I told y'all the Lakers ain't winning 30, man. But keep shooting, Kobe. Mo Sports Talk on theafterparty.com.
Get inspired, get educated, get motivated, be the change. With Mr. Community, Antoine Wiley, with his new show, In the Community. Featuring the Community Spotlight, the Bulletin Board, the Hour of Power, and the Inspirational Moment. Tune in.
10 a.m. to noon time, Tuesdays.
On THAAfterparty.com. Listeners, are you looking to hear the most outlandish, informative, hysterical, and intellectual sports analysis from week to week? Then you don't want to miss the Real Deal Sports Talk Show. Featuring sporting world's hottest topics in NFL analysis, Texas talk, fantasy talk, and team score pick'ems every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. on the A-Side.
See you at the party.
Hello, I'm JB, and this is Jazz and Stuff. I host a program right here at the After Party Radio each and every Wednesday from 6 until 8 p.m. We hope you enjoy the music and relax. We will get you in the best mood that you could ever be in on Jazz and Stuff. See you there.
Well, hello, ladies. This is Shauna Callie, and I am so excited to invite you to the I'm a Woman on Fire every Friday from 8 to 10, theafterparty.com, and we are on the A-Side.
This girl is on fire.
Are you positioning yourself to be the next top entrepreneur, CEO, or industry leader? Join us weekends for ways to elevate your career with panel discussions and team building exercises among professionals for strategies needed to move in business with purpose. Hosted by Montana Mitchum and Daniil Veazey. Friday, 10 a.m. to noontime on the A-Side with segments The Business Connection, Boss Spotlight, and our semi-annual Bosses Brunch event. See you at the party.
Hi, this is NBA legend Scott Williams, and you're listening to Most Sports Talk.
We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger in the time, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at this. Take a look.
Yo, Most Sports Talk. Last hour. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Remember, Mondays, 7 to 10 on the A side. On the B side, you can catch my man Optic 1, 6 to 8, Liquid Science. That real hip hop, as he likes to tell me. Techno, house, all that electronic music. Optic 1. Shout out to the homie Hassan. 6 to 8 on the B side. Now, usually right now, you'll hear a whole lot of ruckus going on. Next door, that will be the B'nai Embry Experience. Whatever.
BENETEMBRY.
I before E except after something?
Yeah.
And sometimes
yeah.
Y?
Yes, it's something like that.
Whatever. B-side 8 to 10. He will be back. I think he said something like January the 12th or something.
Man, it's a nice little break they got.
Yeah, whatever. We ain't
here, though.
Yeah.
We here.
I need my bread too, homie.
Yeah.
Thin slices, though, okay? I'll take all ones. Give them over to Work Bay. What's up, Work Bay? NBA. We were talking Mavs, Rondo trade. I think we're going to have to revisit that in about, 20 more games, 10, 15, 20 more games to see if the questions that we have, both good and bad, are answered. In between the breaks, Moten and I took a peruse through the NBA streets with Christmas Day coming up on Thursday. A lot of the boys and girls out here saying now officially the NBA season is has begun, getting crunked up. Is this the first year TNT got their hands on some Christmas Day games?
I think so. Cause it's usually ABC.
Yeah. TNT said we'll take some of that.
Nah, B, just like what was that Monday? No, that was Tuesday.
Yeah. By the way, ESPN.
My God, hey,
now look.
Now come on now.
We run the commercials. You tell me that my vote's important. That's what I was told.
I thought they were important.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we was making that a weekly thing to look at the fan night. Let's vote on these games. We can't even do that no more. Why? Because ESPN said F that and went Thug Life and took a doubleheader from NBA TV.
And that was another bonus. NBA TV on Tuesday was giving us 2 games.
Yes.
Okay? It was giving us a doubleheader on Tuesday, fulfilling our basketball tummies with good games until ESPN looked on the schedule and said, oh, Golden State, Memphis, we'll borrow that.
I got a question.
We will borrow that.
I have a question about this.
So, fan night is back tomorrow. I have no idea who's playing because the schedule done screwed up my voting process. So I think the voting starts again tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see what's up. I'm going to exercise my right to
I have a question.
What's up, buddy?
Who from ESPN sent that email over to Mr. Silver?
The boss? John Skipper. I think his last name is Skipper or Walsh or something like that.
Because
2 of the best teams in the league.
NBA TV never had a doubleheader like that on fan night. I don't think they have.
They've had some good ones,
but not this good.
But I don't think they've had a game where you had those 2 teams be in a very hot situation that they were in.
That's
Golden
what I'm
State
saying.
winning
Not-
16
yeah.
in a row. Memphis, I think they had won 7 or 8 in a row at the time.
The Memphis Golden State game. Okay, there's Golden State won 16 in a row. Memphis won 11 straight at the crib.
Okay.
So who said like this? They never had a fan night doubleheader like this.
We'll take that. We'll
Good
take
Lord.
that. The second game was Oklahoma City, Sacramento, and basically all you had to do was wait for Sacramento to get to the fourth quarter and to show you why they are an under 500 team.
Man, look, once I seen that first possession where Russell Westbrook had a steal, went down for the dunk, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a long night for them.
On the opening play.
Let's
go tip off, dribble up, pass, steal, dunk. I was like, really? Really, Sacramento? Really?
Hey, look who's the starting point guard.
And look who the starting point guard that was involved in trade rumors with the Sacramento Kings.
Exactly.
One, Deron
Williams.
Will Williams. Boys
Can Darren Collison at least make it like one season as a starter, please? At least one.
Well, some of us were lauding the move, saying, hey, and by some of us, I mean those in basketball whose opinion I hold in, in high esteem. So, my deal is, you got rid of Isaiah Thomas, who was a 20-point-a-game scorer for you last year, but you thought that he was not a good mesh with Boogie. Well, now you go to Darren Collison, who's more of a passer, not so much of an offensive threat. The Darren Williams rumors cause me to think they need an in-between. Because D. Will can still score some points.
Yes, he can.
I don't think he's the 20-point-a-game scorer that he was a few years ago, but he's still a more offensive threat than Darren Collison is. So I think that is justified. What we both do not think is justified is the firing of Mike Malone. But that's what happens when you have an owner hype beasting in, wanting to do new things, thinking that he knows what the deal is, and trying to put his imprint on the team. Hence the Rudy Gay trade. Right. Hence giving Rudy Gay an extension. Hence drafting Nick Stauskas when you already have McLemore. Hence the party and the trophy presentation ceremony they had when they won the Summer League. Did you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So the owner, Vivek Ranadive, is trying to spread his love everywhere. He's begging Chris Mullin to become the coach, despite reports of the GM there, D'Alessandro, who was George Karl's GM at Denver, trying to get George Karl in. If you're Sacramento, who's your coach, B-Mo?
No idea. Mullin said
Who do you want? Who do you want as the coach?
I don't want George Karl there.
Okay. Avery? Sam Mitchell? I mean,
yes on Avery. I'll take Avery. I'll take Sam Mitchell.
Anybody on the Spurs bench? How about Neil Long's baby dad?
No.
So now I know where he lives.
Hey, that girl is going to be held on forever. Okay?
I know where he lives.
But Chris Mullin didn't take the job because Chris felt like if he's going to do any kind of head coaching job for the first time, he wants training camp. He wants summer league. He wants preseason.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
So no George Karl, and you understand Chris Mullin's reason. Who else?
I understand Chris Mullin. George Karl. I mean, I think I've seen enough of George Karl with what he has to work with, but at the same time, he never really had like a number one player. He always had like number twos and threes.
Are you giving Todd Corbin the whole season to prove his worth?
No.
I don't. You dropped your head on
because,
that,
man, we already experienced Todd Corbin there and in Utah. Now he's back as the interim coach there. He's just filling in the void for right now.
Okay.
But I would have liked to see Chris Mullin, but I understand his reasons, so, I mean, that's fine. George Karl, maybe. They did talk to Mark Jackson also. So we'll see how that goes. Which you see what Kerr is doing with Mark Jackson's leftovers. There might be a shot at Kerr or whatever. You might say whatever to me about that, but Mark Jackson.
That's what your boy Peter Vesey tweeted.
Mark Jackson, Sam Mitchell. Would like to see Mullin, but I understand that Karl. I can flip a coin with Karl.
I found out that the owner Ranadive came from under Golden State, so there is a familiarity with Mark Jackson. You and I both read the same report of him lobbying for Chris Mullin. Listen, I don't think this is a playoff team, and we'll get to perusing the standings in a quick second. But I think this team can, at least make it trouble for every team every night. Okay. And doing that, I think you let Ty Corbin run it through, and you continue to press Chris Mullin on the issue.
I mean, see the thing that there are only two games. There are only two games out the 8th spot.
But look,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Sacramento. Okay, they're behind Oakland, Phoenix, and New Orleans. Which one of them three? Okay, New Orleans is currently in the 8th seed. You think they're gonna hold that for the season?
No.
You think the Spurs gonna stay in the 7th seed?
No.
You think the top 6 teams are falling out of the playoffs anytime soon, or this season? I don't think none of those teams are falling out.
No, they're
so
not.
it's really a race for 8th. So you've got Sacramento, Oklahoma City, and New Orleans all separated. Okay, fine. Include Denver then.
Yeah,
they're all
yeah,
separated by 2 games in the loss column.
Oklahoma City will get that 8th spot.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. And they will have over under 45.5 wins.
Over 47.
47. So they're going to win 47 for the whole season. So 28 games, which means they got 54 left.
Mm-hmm.
And you say they're going on a 32 and 22 situation?
Yes, they will.
And that gets you the 8th seed.
That will
All
be
right.
the 8th seed. And that's insane looking at the West, how loaded the West is, man.
Well,
50 wins get you in?
I think it has to. That's why I'm wondering if the 45 you said for Oklahoma City is enough.
I mean, but just think, New Orleans may get 41, 42, but like I said, I don't think they really hold that. They're on the verge of winning 41, going 41, maybe.
But
I think Oklahoma City, if they get that AC, they still have possibility to move up, and maybe maybe Memphis or Houston may move down. No disrespect to Memphis,
okay,
they may move down.
But move down or move out?
Move down. They're not going to move out. I don't see them moving out at all.
So it's basically a 1-seeded race in the West.
Yes.
And you got Oklahoma City. I'll take Oklahoma City as well. Despite more KD games missed with a sprained ankle suffered in the Golden State game.
Yeah.
I think they're equipped best to take that over. In the East, boys and girls, want to give a little love to the Atlanta Hawks. Okay.
I don't even think anybody knew that they was number 2 in the East.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a good team last year. Okay,
it's true.
They embody a lot of the new NBA, a lot of threes, a lot of shots in the paint. Okay, and a lot of guys that can do multiple things. They are coached by former San Antonio head assistant coach Mike Budenholzer, or Coach Bud. That was my favorite coach. They are 2 games behind the Toronto Raptors out at 22-6, winners of 6 in a row. 8 out of 10. Do you know those 2 losses came in a 3-day span to the Cleveland Cavaliers, boys and girls, chilling in the 5th spot. I told you that they had to go on a nice little 13 out of 15 type run. They have not gone on it yet. And they're starting to find better rhythm. They got a good game from Dion Waiters yesterday, out of all people, to beat on Memphis. So they got a good win against the Western Conference team. Chicago, Washington, Atlanta, Toronto. Here's what I'm spelling. This is what spells trouble for me for a Cleveland team that's trying to get into this top 4 seed. The first 4 above them are pretty good and have ample motivation in the regular season to prove themselves. Chicago, they've got the Derrick Rose thing going. They have Jimmy Butler playing out of his mind in a contract year.
Man.
Gasol trying to prove the naysayers wrong. So they've got a lot of motivation, and they have championship dreams as well. So in terms of that, that's not really anything new. But Washington, look, John Wall, boys and girls, taking the leap. Okay, taking the leap, trying to get him some all first team NBA votes. I think he already has 8 20 and 10 games.
Yes, he does.
Points and assist games.
Yes, he does.
And I think he leads all guards in double doubles. And I'm not talking about like a 17 and 10. I saw 15 and 15 lines. I saw a 20 and 15 line. So he has his Washington Wizards cooking at 19 and 7. I think this is their best 26 game start in almost 30 years. Okay. Beal is back. Pierce is providing solid veteran leadership. So I think those 4 teams above them are going to make life miserable for Cleveland as Cleveland tries to get this number 1 seed, because I don't think any of them are going to slow down. You're going to have your peaks and valleys throughout the season. But look, in Toronto and Atlanta's case, okay, both winning on the road, both are 10 games over 500 at home, and both have a in Atlanta's case, a +6 on the point differential, and in Toronto's case,
8.7.
A second in the NBA with a +8.7. Those are good indicators of your team's long term. We played 26 games. We're 33% into the season. So there are some things that you can know, and I think those 4 teams are gonna be tough throughout.
And I agree with you with that. I have no problem with these 4 teams that's up there. Maybe the only team that may fall out, and I don't want to do them like this, and it may be the Hawks. Only because I think like everybody is so young. Coach Bud got them playing out of their minds right now. I respect them for that, but I still think with the young mentality that they have, and these other veteran teams down the stretch maybe trying to come up, a la maybe a Cleveland and Miami. You have to watch out for those 2 teams because they know for a fact when to turn it on in the second half of the season. The Hawks may be the only team that may fall out. And the only 2 teams that can't take that spot when they fall out are Cleveland Cavaliers or the Miami Heat.
Okay, speaking of which, on the other side of the the Cleveland Cavs 5th seed are Milwaukee, already surpassing last season's win total. Shout out to what the kid did. It looks like he's made the right decision.
And they're a 6 seed, by the way. I said they were 8. They were 6 seed.
Despite losing Jabari Parker for the year with a torn knee ligament, quite unfortunate. Those guys are guarding. He's got one of my favorite youngins out there in Greek Freak, Giannis. Watch me say the last name. Antetokounmpo.
Woo!
Boys and girls. That's right. Put that in your spelling bees. I think they're going to be a good team throughout the season. I don't know if they hang on in the top 8. I think losing Parker is a blow to depth, so to speak. But hey, man, they're gonna be tough for any team. I give reason to keep them in that 8 seed because let me tell you who's after them. You got Miami with the 7th seed. Lost McRoberts for the season.
Yep.
Bosh out indefinitely. Okay. I watched Brooklyn last night play Detroit. Okay. There was no D Will. So you had Jackham Joe of all trades in that backcourt. Jared Jack and Joe Johnson. No thanks. They're going to be a good. I mean, they're 11-15 right now, including being under 500 in the Eastern Conference. So to me, that gives me pause to even feel that they're going to be a strong candidate. But I don't think Boston, Orlando, Indiana, Charlotte, everybody's preseason darlings are going to do anything major to catch them. So I think moves can be made. I think it moves in terms of trades, roster moves, because, Boston is only a half game out the 8th seed. Orlando, Indiana, Charlotte, 3.5 out. I don't really care about Detroit, New York, and Philly, who have a combined 13 wins. My God, the Knicks are bad.
Terrible.
But the good thing going about the Knicks, $40 million in expiring contracts.
Yep.
They can wipe the slate clean and be ready for next year instantly.
And have a possibility to even win the draft lottery.
Yeah, just put the envelope in the freezer.
Yeah.
All right. Any other NBA stuff? Best players you've seen so far?
Best players I've seen so far, Stephen Curry. Want to give some love to James Harden, who, to me, is the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Agreed.
And Mr. Anthony Davis. Oh, my goodness. And did you see the shot chart that I tagged you in today?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look,
that is insane from this guy. This guy can hit shots from anywhere on the floor. Plays incredible defense. I think he's on like the most block shots that they have. He's on like an incredible span. By the way, this guy played. I mean, he's a two-way player. Great size, great mentality. Has New Orleans playing at a great pace. I do want them to make the playoffs. Even though I see Oklahoma City like they're lurking about. But, man, if their record wasn't like this, if they were a top 4, top 5 team in the Western Conference, he may be your MVP besides Stephen Curry.
Definitely. I mean, you know what? I wouldn't even mind him getting votes for most improved. I like Harden. He's even trying a little bit on defense this year.
Yes, he is.
Did some tremendous work while Dwight Howard was down, keeping those guys in the top 4 seed. He did get my prediction for winning the scoring title this year, so I had high hopes for him throughout. Anthony Davis goes without saying. Again, boys and girls, I know you may have heard it, and may have seen it, but he used to be a point guard. And you can tell by the way he dribbles. His dribbling game is pretty amazing for a big guy.
Yeah.
And which allows him to kind of linger outside the paint a little bit and work on that outside game a la LaMarcus Aldridge. So I'll give it to Anthony Davis. And after Friday, after Friday and after a couple other games earlier this season, it's Dame Lillard, boys and girls. He is the truth. And, I'm a stat guy. I like measurables. I like tangible measurables. Easy for me to understand, but I do know fearlessness when I see it. And that young man is fearless. Did you watch the San Antonio game?
Yes, I did. I was just about to bring that up.
Denial in Damian Lillard's world is a river in Africa. Okay,
and it was amazing to see how much toughness and attitude that he had. He took, to me, honestly, he took this game personal, and I'm glad that he did. He forced overtime. Then again, you hit a jump shot to force double overtime. In double overtime, you go to the hole and you dunk on 2 or 3 cats. You come down, hit a 3, and it was another play that he had where he, a whole bunch of dribbling, creating space to hit a shot. That guy, like, his whole mentality was like F San Antonio. Also, Aldridge had 32 points, by the way. But seeing Lillard play like this, he's getting more and more respect from me as a player. I had no idea he was going to end up being a player like this. Maybe a top 5, maybe if not a top 5 point guard in this league. Shout out to Damian Lillard. I tell everybody, if Portland ever gets a chance to play San Antonio again in the playoffs, I want them to play like this through that whole 7-game series, especially Damian Lillard, because it seemed like when they played the Spurs, he had something to prove, and damn it, he proved it that Friday, forcing San Antonio to go into triple overtime again in consecutive games.
He took it to the Spurs, 43. And again, we learned that in the playoffs last year, man. This dude games is fearless. I also think, he does take it personal against the Spurs because I think he remembers what happened to him in the playoffs last year at the hand of those guys. So for me, Harden, Lillard, and Anthony Davis, I'd like to give an honorable mention to John Wall. Love John Wall, probably one of my favorite NBA players. I at the risk of taking him for granted, I kind of expect this from him. Another honorable mention for me goes to Monte Ellis. Okay. Everybody talked about Monte 2.0, second year Monte under Uncle Ricky, Coach Carlisle, and he's doing the business. You know what I'm saying? Scoring the points that he's always been known for, but doing it in a way more efficient way. Okay. This isn't sloppy Monte from seasons past. And somebody joked on Twitter that, yes, every shot he takes is another shot away from Milwaukee. Probably doesn't want to go back there again.
And that's true because most of the shots that he's taking right now are mostly in the paint and mid-range. You may get a corner 3 here and there, but his 3-point shooting has really came down a whole lot. And, I brought out the corner 3s that Saturday game against San Antonio, but that's one thing that I do want to give Monte. Like, he's been fearless as well taking over. I know Dirk's supposed to be the guy to take over in most of the games in the fourth, but I've seen Monte in maybe 3 or 4 games where he's hit big shots, hit a game winner against Milwaukee, and also scoring on the last 4 or 5 possessions in the full quarter for the Mavericks when they played the Spurs. Carlisle has really gave him the green light and trusts him more. Also, he's shooting well. He's shooting better from mid-range, and that's what I like seeing from him. He's not overshooting or get overconfident with himself. He's in a position right now, in a spot right now where he's more smarter in the fourth quarter, and that's good to see from Monte. And I hope he does keep it up. Hopefully, make the All-Star team this year. We shall see, but very surprised that you brought up Monte Ellis because he is playing very, very well.
I thought he should get some notice. All right, let's take a break. Let's talk a little baseball, a hot stove. It has cooled down a little bit. We will collect the dust and get a tour guide for the San Diego Padres starting lineup, boys and girls. Mo Sports Talk on theafterparty.com.
asking me for time. When you tell me you love me, can't you see I'm trying to climb? Damn, my nigga, why you acting like a bitch? If you scared to take a chance, how the fuck we gon' get rich? Come here, baby, why you always insecure? Hold on tight to a nigga and be sure. Yeah. Ain't no way around it no more. I am the greatest. Lot of niggas set.
former NBA player Tracy Murray, baller street ball coach, used to be producer, but in front of the mic as a broadcaster. And you're listening to Mo Sports Talk.
What up? Mo Sports Talk. Back in the building. Gonna go through a quick bit of Major League Baseball hot stove talk. And let's start with San Diego. Former Ranger assistant manager AJ Preller at the helm. Somebody gave him a big old checkbook, buddy. Big old checkbook. Let's see here. They have a new outfield, a whole new outfield, as they acquire Will Myers from Tampa, Matt Kemp from L.A., and Justin Upton from the Atlanta Braves, who themselves will have a brand new outfield after getting rid of Justin Upton and Jason Hayward. Okay, one of their outfield additions is going to have surgery, Nick Markakis, and will be out until I want to say spring training. Okay, but they also are continuing to do more work apparently. So we will continue to monitor that situation. But a brand new outfield, boys and girls, and a couple of people that you wouldn't have thought would have been moved. Remember, Tampa got Will Myers in a big time trade with Kansas City that netted Kansas City James Shields, who helped them get to the World Series. And Matt Kemp, who after that contract and the realization that he had arthritis in his hip, which almost both hips, which almost delayed the trade, ended up, getting the trade. World Series champs San Francisco Giants give Jake Peavy 2 years of $24 million. They also turned around and gave Sergio Romo 2 years and $15 million. They also signed Casey McGehee, former Milwaukee Brewer, former Seattle Mariner, to replace Pablo Sandoval, who left the Giants to go sign a big deal with the Red Sox, who also traded Yoenis Cespedes.
I'm looking at this right now.
For Rick Porcello. So a big deal between them and the Tigers. Other deals. The Yankees get pitcher Nate Eovaldi from the Florida Marlins. They also signed Chase Headley to a 4-year, $52 million contract. And they get that's when you cue up the Mark Morrison music when the homie A-Rod is up to bat.
Yeah.
Who GM Brian Cashman has already determined you're not any good anymore. So we look forward to you being our DH.
Not Brian Cashman. Cash Man.
The Cash Man.
Yeah.
Yes, the Cash Man. Okay. Phil Hughes, after being 1 out away from signing from getting a $500,000 bonus, gets a deal from the Minnesota Twins through 2019. BMO,
what up?
I hear nothing from your Ranger. Is this by design?
I have no idea what's going on with that. Of course, everybody's like, well, all this stuff is going on. Why the H ain't the Rangers doing anything? I mean, let Daniels cook, man. I mean,
you said let JD cook?
Just let JD cook.
JD will cook.
The only trade pieces that I'm pretty sure that's only out there really Elvis Andrews. Elvis Andrews and the guy that they've been holding on, even though they let go of Alt before him. Hopefully that he still has more trade value. He hasn't been let go yet. I can't think of his name right now, which is so bad as a Rangers fan, but he's still there. But, waiting on Philly to get back healthy, y'all see what he does. So let JD cook. It just right now, I'm really not surprised at the Padres, but I do want to give them a lot of love for all these moves, dog. Because
I am surprised.
I had no idea if they had this much space, this much money to do anything, and this Dodgers trade was out of nowhere. I'm like, really?
If the rumors are true and they get Cole Hamels, now this NL West looks so different. Okay, I mean it looks so. It's a 3-team race then, because unless you want to count San Francisco being in an even year, they won't compete. Then cool, but it's it's a 2-year deal. James Shields still available. Max Scherzer still available. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be in on those guys? I forgot the Dodgers also. They got Jimmy Rollins to play shortstop for the departed Hanram Ramirez.
Also, there's another return.
Who?
From going back to the Twins, Mr. Torrey Hunter.
Yeah, and you know something? You know what got me? You know what I missed on that deal was his press conference, which got a bit tense because of Torrey Hunter's views on marriage between homosexuals. So that was pretty crazy. So You know, the hot stove is heating up. I'm surprised that Max Scherzer's still out there. And, you know, when the pitchers and catchers are reported in like 2 months. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I know. And I mean, with the Rangers, I want to get back to the Rangers for a second. They're looking for starting pitching. So that's what their main focus is. They signed a few people here and there, but
should they be in on Max Scherzer?
Yes.
Or
by
James Shields?
Yes, by all means.
Big money for Max Scherzer. Would Yu Darvish potentially be on the roll call for for a big deal soon?
Because I think Yu Darvish has what 2 years.
He got
left?
2 years left on his deal.
2 years left. They bring in Max Scherzer, and you know he's going to want to be paid.
But the price goes up.
Yeah, price goes up.
Okay.
And that'll be a huge insult to Yu Darvish if he comes in and pays Scherzer before he pays Darvish.
Well, look, here's the deal. Darvish, hey, look, you can go spin it like this. Darvish has 2 years left on his deal. We'll deal with that at the appropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Over under 3.5 years for Max Scherzer. If you're Daniels, because I think he may get 6 or 7 on the open market.
Mm-hmm.
This is the starting pitcher with 2 good years.
Over with 5.
Of good
over
work.
5. Yes.
I say he gets at least 7 and 140. Would you rather sign Max Scherzer or trade for Cole Hamels? My homie.
Sign Max.
You'd rather sign Max Scherzer over Cole Hamels?
Yes.
Interesting.
Also, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How much trade value does Jurickson Profar have?
He has none. I don't think he has enough to fill in whatever roster issues you may think the Rangers have. Like, I don't think he's going to get you, you know, like a quality DH or maybe an upgrade in the outfield. My question to you is it a platoon situation with him and Chirinos? I mean, hold on. Which one is the second baseman? Odor?
It is.
One of them second basemen. Is Profar or Odor?
Profar or it's Odor.
Odor. Okay, so Rooney Odor, who, you know, do you think that's an even battle going into spring training next year?
You would think that Profar has the advantage, but you know he was hurt last season, so he couldn't really do anything like he wanted to do. I think whoever wins that battle out, the losing person may get traded because I don't think they stick around.
It's like a loser leaves town wrestling match.
Yeah, you better win this cage match.
Who do you want?
Man, just because he was hurt last season, I want to see what Profar can do for a full season as a starter. But I do like Odor. I like Odor so much, but I'm pulling for Profar to make it. But I still think, in my opinion, Profar is going to be traded somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, so lots of baseball transactions going on. There will be plenty to come.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, there's one more?
Josh Hamilton is on the trading block. And one of the teams that are looking at him are the Texas Rangers.
My question is, how much of that contract is
going to eat?
Is Anaheim willing to eat? And when you bring back Hamilton, he's obviously not a center fielder.
DH.
Is he a full-time DH?
I'll bring him back as full-time DH.
And you're going to pay your full-time DH $25 million a year?
No, I will not. That's a lot of money for a DH.
You want Scherzer or Hamilton?
Scherzer.
All right. Very good. I like starting pitching too.
I love starting pitching.
Let's hit the reset button. Let's take you all out of here with some bowl talk.
Bowl.
Because the bowl season began somehow with like a Friday or Saturday quadruple header. And somehow my tablet found its way to watch ESPN. That's your fault, Time Warner Cable. We'll talk more soon. Mo Sports Talk on the afterparty.com.
What's up? This your boy Grayson Boucher, a.k.a. The Professor, a.k.a. Spider-Man. We're chilling out right now on the Ball Up Tour. You listen to Most Sports Talk.
What up? Most Sports Talk. We are back. About 10 more minutes. We're going to close out with a little bit of college bowl talk, boys and girls. We are 5 bowls into college bowl season, I think, which began on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday. I think it was Friday.
Friday.
I think it was Friday. And always a favorite part of the bowl season for me is now checking out the gift packages that you all give these players instead of giving them a check. Somehow writing them a check is some sort of un-American type deal. And, of course, we have the famous bowl sponsors, okay? Because, back in the Gap, there weren't a lot of bowls, and for the most part, you could just know the bowl names even by their sponsors as well. Because it's always been the All-State Sugar Bowl as far as I can remember. I'm pretty sure they've had sponsors before that. The FedEx Orange Bowl, you know what I'm saying? I remember Cotton Bowl was AT&T or Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
So, things like that. But some of these bowls have been sponsored, and I'm like, really? We all out here, For example, R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. You realize the team that won, I think this is Louisiana Lafayette, has won that bowl game 4 times, making them the only college football team to win the same bowl 4 years in a row? Yeah, shake your head.
True.
And for your winnings, you got a fossil watch. But they also have this thing called a gift suite. And let me read this from the Sports Business Journal. Product details are provided as they are available as of December 4th. Most watches, rings, clothing, luggage, and footballs are custom made with the bowl logo. Gift suites, this is important, are set up as private events in which game participants and often bowl VIPs are given an order form and allowed to select a gift or gifts up to a value that is predetermined by each specific bowl, not to exceed the NCAA limit of $550 per person. Now, there are some bowls that have gift suites and some don't. So Gildan, I got a couple of Gildan athletic t-shirts. They sponsored the New Mexico Bowl. You got you an audio source sound portable and mobile speaker. You got a cell phone charger. What kind of, they ask you what kind of phone you have? Or did they say, here, it's probably like a generic multi-phone joint.
Maybe a universal one. Go a universal phone charger.
Oakley backpack, Oakley sunglasses and beanie, and a Gildan blanket. Let's see, the Miami Beach Bowl. You got Under Armour sunglasses, an Under Armour cap, an Oakley backpack, and what's an electronics product?
It can be anything. Hold on, wait a minute. If I'm getting this Under Armour stuff, I can't get any Under Armour like stuff to wear. I don't want no hat or no glasses.
You want a cap or sunglasses?
No.
You want a hoodie?
No.
What do you
want? I want Under Armour to wear like gear. I want the shirt or the shorts or the pants.
How about the Hawaii Bowl? You get Oakley sunglasses, Oakley backpack, of course, an Aloha shirt, a pro athletic t-shirt, shorts, and swim trunk. Is that what you want Under Armour to give you?
I'd rather Oakley give me that. I don't want no hat, no sunglasses for no Under Armour.
What about if you're at the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl, which I was unfortunate to watch last night? They got a fossil watch,
okay,
a cap, a commemorative football, and a souvenir pylon. Like the little orange thing that's in the end zone.
With a pylon.
Something with a logo on it. I have no idea.
They're just throwing stuff in there.
My favorite bowls are the ones that give you cash to go to Best Buy. Holiday Bowl, $395 Best Buy gift card. Quick Lane Bowl, sponsored by Quicken Loans, which means Cleveland Cavs owner Dan Gilbert is making all kinds of money.
Boy.
$250 Best Buy gift card, Sony headphones, a custom-made fat head, various apparel, and football. Okay? Who else? Holiday Bowl was giving out $445 to Best Buy.
Nice.
The Russell Athletic Bowl is giving some odd number of $447 at Best Buy. Outback Bowl, $150 Best Buy gift card, but you also get an Outback Steakhouse gift card.
Hey.
All right, and a Jostens ring. They still making rings. They make high school rings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. I'd rather have $447 worth of chicken wings. Can I get that gift card instead?
I would love that.
All right, you get a watch and an athletic performance shirt. What was that like a? It was like a drop fit. Okay.
Wow.
So far, the best gift to me comes from the Military Bowl, boys and girls, because you get an Xbox One, an Under Armour backpack, a beanie, and a mic boom ball speaker. So I'm getting portable speakers and an Xbox One. I see no one else giving out PS4s or Xbox Ones. The Belk Bowl, I guess Belk is a shopping center. You get a shopping visit there. Look at the Peach Bowl. You get a gift card, a $300 vanilla Visa. What's that? Vanilla mean you can spend it any and everywhere?
I guess so.
Okay. You got a Chick-fil-A gift card, so that's good. You also get an Apple TV and a Fossil watch.
Nice.
Hey, man, everybody out here is giving away the Fossil watch.
And
Outback
Fossils
Bowl.
are not cheap, by the way.
Okay, so the Orange Bowl is giving away a Torno watch. Do you know what that is?
No idea.
Okay. The Rose Bowl, one of the college football playoff semifinals, is giving away a Fossil watch, an Oakley backpack, and a New Era 5950 cap. Man, I get my fitted Yankee back if that was the case. The other semifinal bowl, which is the Sugar Bowl, you get a Fossil watch and a New Era hat. But you also get that envelope handshake, too, from that old booster. Don't you worry.
Got the envelope right here in the
breast pocket.
In the breast pocket.
Breast pocket. Tax Layer Bowl, you get a Panasonic gift suite. Do you can find a good Panasonic TV for under $550?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Under $500?
Under $550. Maybe.
We'll see. You'll spend that whole gift card?
If the limit is $550 and I'm in a Panasonic gift suite, I'm getting it. What else do you want? You need a laptop?
Yeah.
Do Panasonic make tablets and laptops?
I don't think they make tablets.
I'll take the TV.
Yeah, I'll take TV.
Let's see. The GoDaddy Bowl. Soul Republic Trax Air wireless Bluetooth on-ear headphones, a watch, a Coleman chair. Oh, that's like the cooler company Coleman. So they get you like a beach chair.
Cool.
A military style backpack. That's probably dope. And a Wilson football. Ooh, man. The Liberty Bowl. Another Soul Republic Bluetooth speaker. Nike athletic shoes, sports sandals, and a backpack. A game ball. And get this, a Belova watch.
What is that?
Belova? That's a high dollar watch, man.
What's with all these watches?
Yeah, man. So you get to the game on time.
Coughlin time.
I think other than the Military Bowl, for somebody like me, I like that New Era Pinstripe Bowl because it gives you a variety of New Era products. So that means how many fitted hats can I fit in my backpack? I'll take. How many fitted hats can I get for $550?
Oh my God. Hats going for like what? Between 20 and 30 on average?
30 and 40. Yeah, 25 and 40.
25 and 40?
Yeah, everything else is generic backpacks and watches, but always a good time for the lineup of the bowl. I don't even know how many bowl games it is. Like, the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl. The fact that I get to go play football in the Bahamas is a great thing.
Awesome.
But I get a backpack and a 39-30 cap. What's the 39-30 cap? Is that like the junior size under the 59-50?
That's crazy.
All right.
Look this up.
Yeah, look that up. We getting off air. We'll see you all next Monday. I don't know what the schedule looks like, but it probably will be a full house. There's plenty of NFL playoffs to talk about. We'll have number one seeds. We'll have all that good stuff. We'll have NBA stuff. By the way, those NBA Christmas Day jerseys, I approve. That's good stuff. Although, really, at the end of the day, it's setting you up for soccer-style jerseys with ad space on them. So it's the future, boys and girls. Get ready for it. We are out. Good job, BMO. Good job, you too, DA. For Mo Sports Talk, THAAfterparty.com. We will see you next Monday, 7 p.m. CST.